to another episode of Over the Horizon. Let's see here. We are short one player today, and another player is running behind. So I give the rest of my players permission to give them crap when Rowan shows up.
Acceptable.
Who?
Acceptable.
Let's see. Remind me who did recap last week.
Wait, who? It was me, because I did the weird, like the frantic tell everything.
Oh, that's
thing.
right. Yep. Let's see here.
Was it Garza? Or was it Thomas?
No,
That
it
was the last
Daniel.
person.
It is
What?
Garza. That is the last person.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I was gonna
You're
say.
the
I
one.
just wrote down Daniel. So it was Amy, then me. Oh, no. Wait, there's 6 of us. Oh, okay, there's 6 of us. So actually, we're down to 2. James.
No, because it was Rowan. No, because Garza did it already. Remember last time you said you did a 1D2. It was between me and me and Rowan. Oh shit! Yeah, because
You said it was you last time. So who was it last time?
It was me, because I picked
Okay,
one,
so
and then
who
I
was
was like,
before that?
so I won the flip off.
So-
I don't remember,
Oh,
but
you
Jane
mentioned
Rowan
Garza?
is the last person.
When did
Yeah.
you do it last? When did you do a recap?
I honestly can't remember. I'll
Okay.
do it.
Yeah.
My
No,
notes
that's
are
fine.
lit.
That's fine.
I'm prepped. Look at this. I got a composition notebook, old school. It's it's blurred out, but it's there. It's full.
I love it. You know what I have? This, and it's unreliable as fuck.
Well,
I,
because I'd like to get us moving, and I don't really know.
Well,
Rowan is
when
going
we
to get
reach,
here.
do you want me to do
What's-
it?
What's going to happen is, I'm going to have us start over with the blank slate. Next week, Rowan will do recap after showing up late. So that's going to be a
Of
ton
course.
of fun.
That's an
Absolutely.
adequate
Yeah,
punishment.
That's an adequate punishment for being late, and then add
Yeah.
the week. Well, if that's the case, then maybe if Thomas shows up late the week after, then we'll make him do it. So,
That's acceptable.
but that being the case,
I can do
all
it.
are you volunteering?
I'll do it.
Okay.
We
What
reached
happened last
Sandhilla.
Uh huh.
So we reached Sandhilla by midday. Over the ride, me and JR had a little talk because he's cheating on me. Had another best friend. Not cool. Lotus and DOG make amends because Lotus fully blasted my dog halfway across the map and murdered her. And also, I've never talked to DOG about how she was a fine human in another life, and maybe I never will. Snell mended our clothes as best he could. Henry recovered. That was really nice. Snell actually found out some more things about their spoon. It's actually extra planar and got some other dope things beyond that they still haven't discovered yet. Gideon carved a scorpion with snake-like hydra heads, which was pretty sick. Then Lotus fully walked up to Snell, was like, "Yo, man, you want to train me?" And Snell was like, "Nah, dog, I'm vibing on that." That was kind of a twist.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. When we got to Sandhilla, we turned in our bounty. We made an insane amount of money. It was beautiful. Aaron updated the job board, and then a woman approached us with a map filled with intricate designs, and we met a squad. We met Sanchico. We hate her. She's a mean girl. Then we met Osgard. They're weirdly interested in JR, and they don't shake hands. Okay. Benjua is anxiety as a person, but they seem nice. Eris, House of Eternal, very uppity vibes. And then Deidre Pincel, witty, non-caring, seems pretty bored of the whole situation. Let's see. I got my
Godwood.
barding. Lotus and Snell have to wait 10 days for their spike armor and scale mail. Snell also got 1 ingot worth of iron. We'll see what that's about. and then Lotus put in the sky that Sanchico sucks, and we all agreed,
I love it.
including
I
the
love that
tavern
you-
owner.
Sachiko. Sachiko.
Sachiko. Yes.
Yep. No, Sachiko and then Benoit. But
Benoit.
Benoit.
Yes.
Benoit.
Okay.
But other than that, yes, that's. Can you do it every week?
So good.
No, I'm not gonna.
That's a
do it every
play-by-play,
week.
son.
That
I
is
told
a-
you these
that is
notes
a
go hard.
Fucking play-by-play. All right, and yeah, it's 10 minutes in. I can curse, right? We're good little streamer.
Yeah, I think it's the first 3 minutes. Is that thing?
Oh, well,
5
then
minutes?
it's a good thing that we just, roll for the first 3 minutes on Be There Soon screen. Well, we generally we're pretty we like to be extra safe about it and run for 10, 15, half an hour. But hey, we are about as on time as you will probably ever see us today.
Okay.
That's actually really.
And it's the beginning of a new trend.
It is the
Mhm.
beginning of a new trend. By the way, everybody who's tuned in early, please remember next time we're going to be starting an hour earlier next week because I will no longer be on second shift. I will be on first shift finally. Have a what they consider a day job. Although any day job you've got to get up at 3 a.m. for when you're doing overtime is not a day job.
No. That's rough.
So, but that being the case, how does everybody spend their night? We had left you guys at the tavern drinking. And I'm going to assume most of you, that is the rest of your day.
Yeah, I mean,
JR, it's definitely the rest of his day. He probably gets pretty smashed and goes back.
passes out in the bush
He
outside.
drinks half a cup, and gets smashed.
Oh, sweet
What's
JR.
up?
I love him so much.
But, yeah. Lotus.
Is there a seduction roll?
I
guess
Persuasion?
Persuasion is such a creepy role
Yeah,
It
for
is.
seduction, but
Here are 7 reasons you should sleep with me. First, reason number
7
1.
reasons. I have
let's
zeros
start-
in that.
Let's
It's not
start
going
with
to be
how
fun.
much do you drink before you do this?
A lot. I have so much liquid courage in my system. I'm just ret to go. I'm
Yeah,
like,
a lot.
Performance.
well, okay. When I say a lot, I don't mean so much that I'm stupid and can't also consent to stuff. It's
There
more
it is.
like, yeah,
She's had Amy levels of a lot, like 3 cans of White Claw.
3 White Claws. I've had 3 White Claws, which is an acceptable number of can't drive, but won't also
can
text an
vibe.
ex. Like it's a good space.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's something. Yeah. And I want to be talking to this person.
Alrighty. That was a thing. And it's done now. Hopefully the solution we have rendered is effective. There's just the person that fucked everything up. How you doing, Rowan? I'm sorry.
Hello, Rowan.
What's that?
Not good.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
thought Allie
Hey,
had a seizure in it. Ugh. I had a really bad panic attack.
I gotcha.
Oh.
Hey, if you need to take time off, that's fine. We are live right now, but seriously,
I'm
go right
I'm
ahead.
okay now. I'm
Okay.
okay now. Just
Okay.
if I'm quiet, that's why.
I gotcha. Okay. Let's see. Where were we? Oh, yes. I needed someone to tell me. All right. So not so drunk that you were incoherent, huh?
Yeah, right. Just drunk enough to be like, I'm gonna go ask that girl out, and it's gonna be
Uh-huh.
fun. Or it's not. I don't fucking know. Like, it might be terribly sad.
It might
I
be
don't even
terribly sad.
Right. Maybe I don't want to ask her out.
I
Just
don't.
you know,
I don't
you
know.
know what? Let's rewind. I want to rewind. I just want to talk to her. I just want to get to know her. I just want to fuck her. I just want to talk to her and get to know her.
So,
That's
let's
all I
let's go
want to
back
do.
to the talking part. All right.
Okay. Okay.
She's
Okay.
kind of sitting in that corner of the bar by herself.
Okay.
She's withdrawn from the rest of her group and seems to be perfectly content to be sitting in the corner, drinking something from a flagon and reading a book.
Hey. Hi. You hungry? Have you eaten? Do you need more water?
There's a long moment, and then she looks up and sit down.
Cool. Hi. So where have you been? Where are you headed? That sounds questioning. Let me rewind. Hi, I'm Lotus. I know we've met, but I'm awkward as shit. And I feel like this might have been a bad idea. I
You
have a
talk a lot.
bird. His name's Henry. I do, especially when I'm nervous and uncomfortable now that I'm this is actually being entertained. So yeah, I have a bird. His name's Henry. Super sweet guy. Is Henry with me? Is he like all tucked into my hair right now?
If you want him to be.
I do. I do. So I'm gonna like, there's Henry. He's cute. He's my favorite. Sometimes we chat. He knows all my deepest secrets. It's pretty great.
Henry doesn't seem to be
What?
from this region. Where'd you get him?
Did I fucking get Henry?
I don't know. Where did you?
Shit.
Is it from home?
Well,
Is Henry
he's from home. Yeah, I can't remember where home is though, right now.
That's
But
fine.
yeah, I got him. He's from back home. He travels with me everywhere. He's a good boy. I mean, I think he's a boy. He hasn't laid an egg yet. I guess if he lays an egg, his name's still going to be Henry. But you know, gender's a fucking social construct anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yes, he's sweet. He's a good boy.
I think you've had enough to drink for tonight.
I think I have to.
Is there a particular reason you interrupted me?
Oh, you know, you just look so approachable and friendly.
Now, even I'm not so dumb as to not understand sarcasm when I hear it. What do you really want?
I don't know. I don't know.
See, you
I don't
saying
know.
that tells me that you know exactly what you want. And you're just afraid to ask.
Yeah, but it might not be the same thing that you want. And you seem like
My dear, she says, you've already come and disturbed my quiet rest. No matter what you're asking, it's absolutely not what I wanted. But since you're here,
do you want to go hang out?
she kind of looks at the setting sun and goes, where exactly? This town isn't quite known for its nightlife. And besides, the last thing I need is for someone, she says, looking over at Sachiko at the bar, who at this point is talking very animatedly with a villager who's come in. Needs someone up my ass even more than she already is.
Right.
Aren't you and your friends going to be heading somewhere fairly dangerous fairly soon? You know, the
Yeah,
place
you
we're
know.
racing you to.
Oh, right, that place. Yeah, it's fine. We've only died a few times, so you know, what's once more?
I can see the scars.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We got
I'm
a
sure
good
you've-
bunny, and
Who?
it's fine.
The Heron over there? He seems
Yeah,
a little
he's great.
traumatized.
He is, but
You may
he'll
want
be
to
okay.
get that one to, well, some sort of help soon.
Yeah, we'll need to work on that. We just need a general chitter chat about our lives. You know,
I'll tell you what.
hmm,
I don't think you're worth the trouble at this point in time. But
oh, well, that is really, really blunt. Wow, I didn't know you had it in you. God, you're
But-
so sugar-coaty. Go ahead.
let's see how this little race of ours goes. If you win, who knows? I might even be more interested in continuing this conversation. Is there anything else, ma'am?
I mean, I guess I was just hoping to get by on my good looks, but now you want to turn it into like a whole competition and shit. And I feel like I have to, but then what if? Tell me, what if we kick your ass and you're so upset, then you don't want to sleep with me one day? I wouldn't know what to do with myself. Maybe I
Ah.
should let you in so you do sleep with me later. But then, what if you think that I'm weak because I let you in and then you don't? See, there's so many different avenues this could go down. And honestly, I just want to tap it before I die again. So, like, if you don't, that's cool. And if you do, that's cool. But I can't reasonably be like, oh yeah, if I win, then we can. That just feels like entrapment. So it's whatever. I don't care.
Someone's been hanging out.
She's
with
been
Flanny too
she's
much.
been looking at you this entire time. Nothing you've said has phased her. Like
That's
you
fine.
knew she knew exactly where you were going with this the moment you walked over here and opened your mouth.
I know.
You
That's
get the
fine.
sense that this isn't the first time she's had to deal with things like this.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Now I feel like an asshole.
Is
So-
Amy a toxic masculinity?
Am I toxic masculinity? No.
I
No.
think-
Am I the patriarchy?
You just say he wants to sleep with you?
I just want to tap it before I die. But if you don't wanna, that's okay too. I'm not gonna keep pushing.
She's looking at you, just kind of small shake of her head, and she goes, I said what I said. You win the race, fine. You'll get a date.
I'm not a commitment type of date's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, dates are good. What do you do on a date?
It's what you do after the date.
You'll have
Right.
plenty of time to figure that out, I'm sure, she says as she returns to her book.
Yeah, all right. Good talk.
You immediately fixated upon this person. Why?
She's cute. It makes sense. It feels right. I don't know.
You picked the hard to get one.
I did. It's my whole life. I married one of those. He's up. That's like my jam, dude.
Well,
That's my fucking.
then it sounds like you've got a reason to win this competition, huh?
I mean, sure. Yeah.
Are you
Definitely.
walking away from her?
And
And
I
if
will.
you are,
Oh my
did
god.
Flanagan hear any of that conversation?
Well, Flanagan, first I need you to tell me how much you've had to drink by this point.
Flanagan, honestly, uncharacteristically, he doesn't drink that much tonight.
No, it's pretty
Because-
characteristic. He had that bad trip last time.
Yeah.
He
And
woke up in a
he's-
bush last time.
He's
Aw.
like, he's kind of like, he's not making it super obvious, but he is kind of like watching over everybody right now. Like he notices that JR is in like a whole 1,000-yard stare just drinking, and he's not even gonna try and stop him because he completely gets why he's drinking. And then he sees Lotus stumble over to Miss Hard to Get, and Flanagan's like, "Trust me, Me too, man. But like,
in this
so
case,
that's why I'm
you hear
wondering.
you hear and see pretty much everything. Deidre is not making any attempt to be quiet about it.
That's right.
I want
I
you to
think we
finish
are.
your scene. But Flanagan's for sure gonna walk up to Deidre as soon as Lotus walks away.
I love this. I love this so much. I love this. So, I don't know. How would that like? I guess I'm just okay. Well, have a good rest, and I guess I'll kick your ass tomorrow then.
I look forward to it.
Okay. Take my drink and walk. Where would I go?
Perception check, please.
Yay.
Fuck, did she fucking slip me a drink or slip me something bad? Did I
That
click
would
it?
be
Did I
a
roll it?
twist.
No. You just
Talk.
notice that she kind of eyes you as you walk away.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Man, it's-
Toxic masculinity meets Bill Cosby.
Oh no, that's terrible.
All right,
It's
so
bad.
we
Bad,
just
bad.
got shadow banned from Twitch, so
Right.
No.
So, eyes me in what way? Like
I
in
went through the
that
pains.
way?
I went through the pains of having to ask you to roll. What way do you think it is?
The good way? The good I'm gonna
instinct
sleep with
way?
her later way?
The yes.
Maybe she's
Okay.
worth my time way.
Yeah. That's the way. That's the way I
Yes,
want to be
the
like that.
maybe
yeah.
I'll give this a chance
That
way.
way.
Cool. Who else is in the bar? Flanny's there. Who else is there?
Oh, the rest of the Gilded Claw are here, definitely.
Right.
Um,
Sure.
A couple of
Gideon's
other.
outside.
Gideon's outside.
yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
brooding like Batman.
No,
Uh,
just
But-
there's too many people in this.
Gideon's on a rooftop, staring
Right.
down on the
Oh,
innocents.
maybe I should. Yeah, I'll move us over to.
No, there's a
So-
lot of people inside. He
No,
doesn't
this
like
is-
being around this many people.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I'll get up from the table, walk away. She does her thing. I'm very excited about it. I don't say anything though because that would ruin the moment. I'm gonna walk back and I'm gonna put my cup on the bar top and tell what's his name? Is it Mac?
Mac.
And tell Mac, hey, thank you very much. You have a lovely night. I'm out. I'm going, and I'm gonna step outside and hopefully run into Gideon.
I was
Guys,
gonna
not
say,
far,
wait.
just
Wait, Lotus.
Yeah.
Flanagan sees that you're about to leave, and he's like, "Wait, come
Yeah.
here.
What?
You're about to witness a master at work."
Oh,
But he goes to crack his knuckles. He's like, "I'm gonna leave DOG with you because I think you're gonna need the support." And he doesn't have his prosthetic foot on. He's gonna cartwheel over to Deidre.
Oh my god. I am going to fucking cast Speak with Animals because I need someone to talk to about this when it happens. Do I
real
have any
fast.
spells
Sanel,
for you?
what is Sanel doing while all of this is happening?
Yes.
We're just in the
The
tavern,
tavern.
right?
This is
Yeah.
the same evening, maybe a little bit later. No one's seen the skywriting yet, so hell hasn't broken loose.
I mean, there is a window over here.
Yes, but Sachiko is mercifully not looking that direction yet.
No, I meant for me.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
You can see it. Mhm.
Yeah, maybe he got like. What were we? We were getting mushroom something.
Stew.
Stew. Gets the suspicious Minecraft stew. And starts eating it and looks out the window, and maybe there's a moment where he looks out the window, goes to take another bite, and then there. What are the utensils? Are probably wood.
Yeah. It's
So there's,
probably
like-
a spoon. It's a stew.
Yeah, well, like. So it's like a wooden spoon and a wooden bowl, and they clatter together as he drops it and looks out the window and tries to keep his composure as he like purses his lips so that he can like gently bite on them to keep himself from smiling too much. Then kind of slowly looks over towards Lotus and just
Yep.
I'll fucking wave. The fucking
Just yeah, that's me.
yeah.
Yeah.
But other than that, he's just eating. Using the R&R for actual R&R.
Right.
You're not trying to tap it too? Come on.
He's a
Snell doesn't
snake. He's a
strike
little
me as-
cold-blooded.
I was gonna say Snell doesn't strike me as that kind of person, but
No.
Flanagan sure does. So you also
Honestly,
get to
he's
see
probably
this.
ace. So
Yeah, that's fair. But Flanagan, you do see Flanagan,
Right.
cartwheeling his
fucking laugh.
happy ass over to the same corner.
Sit back and watch this.
She's sitting there with with her flagon and
Please.
her drink.
oh,
Please make him. Hold on. Please make him do an acrobatics. I need to see this.
I'm not gonna make him do an acrobatics because this is something we
Damn it.
talked about him being able to do forever.
Okay.
Also, I know his
Tell him about
acrobatics
it.
are trash. So
Oh yeah, that'd
Not
be real hard to watch.
Rash. I'm
Oh, yeah.
proficient. Plus
Really? Then you should
4.
roll it. That'd
it's
be
a
interesting.
+4. Yeah, all right. Go ahead and roll that then for me.
Oh god.
+4's not that bad.
It's not that
level.
great, but
I feel like you put yourself in a position just now.
well,
Hey,
I
Rose, you can roll
It
some
makes sense
5.
if he's been doing it his whole life. Then
Oh, jeez.
Advantage
It makes-
because I've been doing it my whole life. So now that I've made my point, you can just do it. Because
Okay.
just because you can do a cartwheel does not mean you are acrobatic. Once upon a time, I could do a cartwheel. I am the clumsiest person you'll ever meet.
Same.
well,
Yeah, but
Flanagan
Okay.
wheels over.
I was I'm
ask
a little
everybody
distracted.
who had
So
yeah.
I did not know that Flanagan was fucking cartwheeling through this place like a goddamn circus.
Yep. Welcome to the Flanny and his
Yep.
fannies.
you look out the
Yeah.
window, you see the skywriting, you look back, and Flanagan is cartwheeling around the room.
And maybe
You
just like puts the spoon down again, rubs at his eyes, and he's like,
Am I having a stroke? Am I
no,
hallucinating?
just
Bad shrooms?
it's it's like, oh god, a clown or a circus somewhere has lost its clown.
So,
I
Flanagan, you're doing this, okay?
yeah.
She's sitting there, yeah.
Yeah, she is.
Do you cartwheel behind Osgear?
Yeah, and when I end the cartwheel in front of her, I just I go. Ah, that was an impressive cartwheel. And then I look back at Lotus and I just go, give her one of those.
You look at me and I'm just
She just
jaw.
she's
Just
just
jaw,
not,
like-
just not responding to anything. Yeah.
So Deidre, put my hand down on the table, flip my hair back. Word on the street is you're gonna make love to whoever wins this job first.
No.
She's looking at her book and she says, "That's not what's happening. Also, will you go away if I tell you I have a height restriction?" I don't, but if it makes you feel better.
Just across the tavern, you hear, "Ha!"
My God, where are
Hey,
you,
girl.
Sandel? Oh my God.
He's right
I
there.
am-
He's sitting at that
I'm-
table.
So wait,
saw
so
you.
it wasn't like
Got my
it
hand
wasn't
on the
like
door.
it wasn't like an open invitation. It was just kind of like a. It was
I
just
don't
like
know. If someone is having a conversation at the table, is the
Yeah.
person across the bar entitled to inject their opinion into it?
I mean, I could hear it, so I figured if you're
Flanagan.
saying it loud enough for me to hear it, then I'm included,
Stop
right?
while you are ahead.
I
He's
think you
not-
should
he's not
quit
ahead.
while you're behind.
You know,
You are committing social
You know,
suicide.
the height thing. You know, Not nice. All right, I may not be that tall.
Flanagan.
Like I
Okay.
said, I don't have a height restriction.
Ask Ben.
Flanagan by Terrell's tits.
Again, I
Stop.
don't.
Well,
I was just saying maybe it would make you feel better. You could blame it on your height instead of your overbearing attitude.
yeah.
At least she
Well-
calls it like it is.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's true. And you know what? Fuck you anyway. And then he cartwheels away.
She goes back to her book with the barest hint of a smile.
I just had this image in my head of just like Flanagan bursting through the front door, tears streaming from his eyes. No!
Yeah, I come back to you, Lotus. A much sadder cartwheel, not as triumphant as my initial cartwheel. This cartwheel is slower and more drawn out.
Right. And I'm gonna go. Do you feel better? Did you got that out of your system?
Lotus, I need my dog.
I have
Diogenes out here.
cast. I
Also,
have cast Speak with Animals, and I am asking Dioge the fuck.
Snell,
Hmm.
Sorry.
He always had a problem with going after the worst thing for him.
Yeah.
Dan, I scope around the bar.
You know, though, sometimes I can't help but understand. You know, roses do have thorns.
As she's saying that to Lotus, we don't have to roleplay this one, but as she's saying that,
Is
to
that a
Lotus,
reference?
I am immediately approaching Eris now if she's still here.
Yes.
The next one who just would not be into Flanny's vibe at all.
Yeah, no, that one's going to
Love
be
you.
a lot rougher. She's just going to... Ha. No.
Yeah, as I walk up, she just, no.
Oh, no, I was saying no to what was put in chat. Ha, no.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice try, though. So, do we have anything else we want to do before we end the night? Not the session.
Before we end the
We
session,
end
good
the
session,
session.
guys.
After. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, sorry. I was going to say I don't have anything. So.
So after you do your wonderful cartwheeling, and we also have our moment, I'm gonna look at Sanel, roll my eyes, and push myself out the door. Like just push the door open.
Yeah, and he's just like, lucky. I'm still eating.
And yeah,
Right.
I will say as I'm walking out of the bar towards my room, I'm just muttering to myself, "Fuck, staying at the table. That she's gonna, whoever fucking does the mission, I come over. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna do the mission. She's gonna treat me like a height limit, whatever. Like, and like I'm just.
Oh,
Never thought that I could
See,
see someone's
what-
ego bleeding on the floor.
Let's see. If she didn't make it clear, I'll just explain. She was trying to use that as an excuse for you, where you could just say, "Yeah, she didn't like me because of my
Oh.
height," as opposed to "She didn't like me because she finds me overbearing."
Oh yeah, no. Flanagan is just narcissistic enough to think that she's
There you
just
go.
an asshole that doesn't fuck with short people, and he's the best.
Oh God.
That feels right. That feels like a Flanny thing. And I like it. I like
So-
it a lot.
That
He
being
goes to
said-
bed. These bitches ain't gonna fuck with my shine. And then
God.
I do want to step out and see Gideon.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
like
Gideon's just sitting
Take a-
there, I'm assuming. Or what is Gideon doing? Carving?
yeah, he's just idly leaning against the wall, just carving out a piece of wood that he found.
I'll stay right there. And I'll look over at you and just be like, hey man, what are you working on?
He let's see. I think everyone's been given something by now. He just kind of shrugs and just holds up. It's probably a Kython, a
Ooh,
carving of one of the Kython.
That
how
isn't
big
that
are
like
these?
trying to
They're-
offer someone who got mauled by a bear toy?
Haven't you
No.
seen what is it, Brother Bear?
exposure therapy.
They're gonna be just enough to like fit in the palm of your hand like that. A Kython are longer, so yeah, it's gonna be the length of the palm instead of just centered.
Oh, that's a really detailed.
Unfortunately, I've seen a lot of them, so
Right.
shrugs.
Right. We're probably going to have a lot more of those in our future, aren't we?
A little small for my taste, but probably.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard that.
I didn't say
What-
anything.
No, it was Garza.
What did Garza say? Oh,
Say it again.
because I said a little small for my taste, and he just got offended again.
No. so, fuck, I lost my train of thought now. Damn it.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's funny. It was good. I lost it. Oh, so, I need a favor. Do you know what a date is?
Question. I need to message.
Yep.
do
I kind of know where this question is going.
Hey,
But go ahead and message me anyway.
Flanagan's got your back, girl. Don't even worry about it. He'll tell you exactly the kind of dates.
I don't know. Does
Yes.
Lotus not know the world of casual dating?
Has Flanagan
No,
ever
just not
had
the thing.
a second date?
I don't. If I'm being real, I don't think Flanagan's had a first.
No, I can't wait.
And you know
I
what
can't
they
wait to
say,
talk to you about it.
when you have consistent failure, what is the common denominator in all of it?
Everybody else. No, I'm just kidding.
These women are haters.
It's not your problem.
I sent you a message, Kenna.
I'm working on it. You're not the only person to send me messages today. I'm very popular.
Well, they can fuck right off.
No,
This is in the
you
moment
can
scene.
fuck right off for a second.
Okay, fine.
This is actual important stuff.
And as I await your response, I will be like,
Time pauses.
right. Well, I'll probably slightly elaborate and just be like, I just want to make a good impression.
Okay,
But I don't know
you
what
managed
I'm
to
doing.
surprise me. Congratulations.
So he'll, after he thought for a moment, he'll just kind of nod, and he'll reach into his his little satchel, and he just pulls out a date, and he's just like, do you need to give someone one of these?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. And I'm going to take the date and just, maybe that is the thing.
How exactly
Is
does
this-
this work for your village, Lotus?
We're feral.
I mean,
They
that
fuck.
is fair.
They fuck and
That
they
is
have
fair.
offspring.
Listen, we have tails, so we only use it to procreate, okay?
God damn it!
Uh,
I'm just kidding. No, I mean there's like courtship and stuff, but it's more like
It's hey, look at me, I'm the best one for you, and they're like, oh, you're right, let's have kids.
Right.
Okay,
And then
and
if
yeah,
you're not
and
the
you're
best one,
talking
you're
to
like,
someone
yeah,
that
I was
comes from,
made for this culture.
and you're talking to someone that's coming from a fairly high class society. She is not, she doesn't have a house name behind her,
Mhm.
but I mean, just
and you
look
just
at her.
ask someone from a nomadic tribe where it's essentially probably, hey, you two are gonna get married,
You'll have
Well-
strong children.
or
So,
like
yeah.
they grow up
Strong
together and they're just like,
So
oh,
yeah.
they grew up together, they're gonna get married. Like, there's no
Like-
dating in this culture.
Right. I think in my culture, it is. Yeah, you're right. It's nomadic and whatnot. So it's like, you find a person that like is compatible with you, but there's not like dating. It's
Mhm.
just you kind of figure it out as you go along, and if it doesn't work, that's okay. There's a whole lot of casualness that goes on as well because fuck it, gotta procreate somehow. So
Right.
it's very like it is a little bit feral. It's very emotional. So it's
That
not
makes
like
sense.
Yeah.
there's not like plumage, and plumage is not the word.
Something else to note is
Yeah.
this also is more relevant for the fact that if she did have a house name attached to her, it's probably like, I mean, I've kind of got
Arranged
an arranged
marriage.
marriage waiting for me when I get home, which is probably why I'm out here in the first place, because I didn't like that person
Right.
very much.
Sure, and
But
that's
Your
because she
fair.
doesn't
second
have a
daughter
house name
will
attached to her, it makes more sense of like, oh, no one cares that much about who I marry, so I'm just kind of left by myself to do whatever I want kind of thing.
Yeah, that's
It's
fair.
it's
Fuck
that
it.
social middle class kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah. So,
social middle class.
when you're out on the road, you just keep those stories to yourself.
God. But I'm sure that's how some people handle it. Absolutely. Um,
Yeah.
I have a feeling you would be hard pressed to convince Aaron of that. Not Aaron, Eris of that. ASMR paladin that seems to have drunk all the Kool-Aid at once. You know,
Yeah.
that's probably
Yeah.
just one of those things. But that being said,
Yeah.
do we have anything else?
Gideon hands her the date, goes back to carving, maybe pops another date into his mouth.
Right. How long do these stay good for?
They're dried.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking hold on to it and tell him thank you. This is great. And I'm gonna put it in my bag.
You know the
Yep.
sad part, audience? This is just dumb enough it might be endearing.
I think it will be, honestly. I think it might be okay. I'm very good at this. You know that.
I learned what a date is.
So, all right.
I have a shopping list a mile long whenever we
Yeah.
get to that.
I'm gonna need
I
JR to make me a con save
Oh yeah.
for the amount they've drunk tonight. Amy, are you going to go back to drinking?
I will not. I've already left the bar, and it would feel stupid to go back in the bar to continue drinking.
What? You
so
don't
I'm
want to
just gonna go to
sit
bed.
next to Sachiko? Okay,
Uh,
JR's fine.
No, I should probably boogie before she sees the sky. So
Yeah,
go to
that's a
bed.
great point. So,
Yeah.
We're all just sleeping, and all of a sudden, who the fuck wrote this? Just screaming. Because it
Yes.
lasts up to an hour, yeah.
Yes.
Trying to think here. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, night falls. And actually, because I am fancy, I can just set everything to nighttime.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, Foundry is awesome.
Oh,
But
Cricket,
night
cricket.
falls.
Chirp, chirp, cricket.
I know. I don't have those sounds right now.
Soon, TM.
I'm going to need, let's see, Sanel and Lotus to make
Okay,
me.
I was joking about the Pepe meltdown emoji, but now I am Pepe meltdowning.
Why?
Night falls, and then the party starts sweating.
mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need both of you to make me. Actually, no. What are your passive perceptions? Because that's how we do this in D&D 5e.
15.
Not great.
15 and
Where is it? Where is it in the on this
Uh,
character
It's
sheet?
not going to be on our character sheets. It's going to be, I think it's 8 plus
Yeah.
proficiency plus, or 8 plus proficiency, if I recall.
Is it not plus anything else?
Well, proficiency in the skill perception
Hmm.
total. So
Okay, so it's 8 plus
I'm double
3.
checking it. I can't remember if it's
Oops.
8 or 10. Adding 10 to your perception modifier. Wait. Yeah,
Okay, so it's just 13.
13.
oh, that's weird. I was thinking, oh yeah, no, they should have that.
Oh, it is on the
because-
character sheet. It's to the
Yeah.
right of your totals. That's what's in parentheses. Those are your passives for everything.
Okay, that's
Oh.
passives.
Okay, so what is your passive perception?
13.
13.
13. Okay, so Nell dies in his sleep.
Hell yeah, bringing in a rogue. They'll have a good passive perception because, steely shit.
Lotus,
Yeah.
does drinking and dreaming usually go well for you? Like, in that combination? because
It
whether go ahead.
It depends on what I did the day, during the day. If it was like really rough and violent, I'm not gonna have a super great time. Or I don't dream at all. And this is just in real life. Except rough and violent doesn't happen in real life. If it's been a bad day and I've been drinking, I don't dream about anything. If it's been a good day and I'm drinking, I don't think I still dream about anything. I think I dream when I drink.
Well,
But I could have
Lotus
this
dreams
game.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say you're having some. You keep feeling like you're being watched in your dreams, meaning that it leads to kind of a restless sleep.
Yeah.
You feel like you're being chased down a long hallway by Kythons, obviously.
Right.
Except the Kythons have wolf heads, and those wolf heads have snake for teeth. And that's, every time you run, it feels like you're stepping in syrup, and it's hard to move. And yeah, so that happens a lot.
Yeah.
And in one of your fitful moments of wakefulness, you do happen to look outside the window. And there's a cat staring at you. This cat is
Kill it.
all black, and you lock eyes with it for a moment. It's these bright green eyes. And then it jumps off the sill.
Fucking
It
Zappa can't
jumping.
even leave me alone in games.
It jumping.
When?
What's that?
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, it jumping causes Henry to kind of wake up,
Right.
look at the window.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna like pet Henry, and when I see the cat, I'm just gonna cast Speak with Animals. How far away is the cat? First off,
The cat jumped off. No, not in your room, on the outside of your window pane. So it jumped off into the darkness.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I won't cast anything. I'll just like pet Henry and be like, it's probably fine.
I love this player knows me.
No, you should have taken my advice when I said kill it.
I probably wouldn't have, unless I'm gonna eat it.
Well, then do that. Just get rid of the clearly evil cat.
See, obviously, bioluminescent chinchilla has the right answer. Just don't go to sleep. Duh.
Right. That's the thing we're not gonna ever do again. Thank you for haunting my nightmares. You win.
Hey, what? You don't like Kythons with wolf heads and snake teeth?
It's weird. That's a weird one. It's just a weird one.
I mean, I could just rattle off the dome here if you'd like. You could have more dreams, more weird, crazy dreams. But
I'm unprepared. I'm just gonna like fucking pet the bird and be like, this sucks.
All right. So, everybody, we have some, out of game discussion to have here for a sec. This, what shall you say? Job that has kind of been given to you because Aaron really didn't want the Gilded Claw to get their hands on it.
Even though they did.
Clearly states that this place cannot be entered until the full moon. A full moon. Let me take you guys to the area map.
Just any one full moon?
Any one full moon. And the nearest one is on the 30th. So you're talking about, what is that? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days?
Yeah.
From you?
Guys, I can make a full moon at any given moment.
Can you?
I don't think that the magic account for bullshit.
Now, you guys had been told that it would take 10 days for your guys' armor, which would leave 2 days to get to the place. That being said, okay, the place in question is this one right here.
Hold, please.
I've got
Can you do that again?
I've got the
Oh,
X
yeah,
over
yeah.
it. Yep. That is the place in question. And I love how we've got Gary Jules' Mad World going in the background, a la acoustics. So,
Okay, sorry, I was not on my computer. Where is
so
this
that
place?
being said, 2 days gets you here. That's 50 miles by cart. Actually, by cart, we're going to say it's 30 miles a day at normal pace. So we're talking probably 60 miles. You're going to get maybe that far
Oh,
in 2
Damn.
days.
A fucking person walks 2 miles an hour. We need to get better horses.
I mean,
So something to realize with carts don't necessarily let you go faster. Carts let you carry larger
More.
amounts over longer
Yeah.
distances more consistently.
That's fair.
That
right.
being said, go ahead.
How much time total would it take with the cart and the horse?
Well, considering pretty much,
Speed.
so this is probably.
how do you angle it?
For like 5 or 6 days.
What's
How
that?
did you put a point and then turn it?
So you have to hold control and click.
Oh, I
Control,
see.
click, and then drag, and then you
That's
can
so
hit.
cool.
Yep.
And it's how many total miles? Like,
So by the path I'm showing you guys right here, it is if people could get there.
Yeah,
It's
who's doing the
130.
purple?
Yeah.
Stop.
I'm struggling. 86.25 miles.
It's 138 miles.
138 miles.
Yeah, that leg is
Okay.
86 miles. So 138.
Hold on.
So you're talking probably at least
I
by
got you.
normal. Go ahead.
Oh,
You're-
no,
you're
you
talking-
go ahead.
You're
I'm
talking
gonna
about
think
4.5 days travel.
doesn't have to be.
Can we tell him to speed up?
You can
It doesn't-
always go as the crow flies, which doesn't save you a whole lot of distance. And you were warned about the town and undead issues.
Hold on, I gotta do some math real quick because I'm pretty sure I can get us there faster.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I would very much like to have my better armor.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
Since I think
totally.
I gave him my armor in trade.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Well, we
How
could see if
many-
he could speed it up. You
how
could
many
assist
feet
him.
are in a-
Wait, what if Sanel assists him?
I tried and he was like, fuck you, kid.
Well, this is before you knew the
I need to go
importance.
now.
I mean, what's going to stop you from saying that?
I don't know. Me being a bitch.
Sanel being a bitch, not you.
Yes, but I control Sanel.
Someone's doing
Direct
long
intervention
strider
is
math, I can
necessary.
tell.
You
Is
just
it
got to
really-
do what I do every time that Flanagan speaks.
Something else to note is if you guys decided to run through the night, you could, at risk of, well, exhausting yourselves and your horses, get there faster.
We don't want exhaustion.
Would this area be considered a plains?
Yes. Think
Okay,
Great Plains. Yeah.
Because I have Natural Explorer, but it only lets you pick one, and of course it's desert, because that's where I'm from.
Fool.
Welcome to Ranger. You can do
I
a
get
lot
another
of
one at level
stuff,
6,
but
so I
only...
Oh wait, there's no plains. Sorry, is it grassland? I guess then it'd be considered
Uh,
because there's only Arctic
can-
coast, desert, forest, grassland, mountain, or swamp.
It'd be grassland.
It'd be grassland.
Yeah. So like at level 6, I can take grassland. That's in 2 levels. Watch, I pick that, and then we move into a forest.
how long's a long rest? Is it an hour?
Long rest is 8
Or
hours.
short rest, I'm sorry.
Short rest
Short
is
rest.
1 hour. Yeah.
Oh,
1 hour.
yeah,
okay,
they changed
so
it.
Yeah, no, the 10-minute thing is unfortunately a Pathfinder thing.
Oh, yeah, that's
That's fine.
refocus in Pathfinder.
I can get us there in 9 hours.
You can get
Question:
Yeah,
How?
how? Yeah.
Because I can turn into a warhorse, which has 60 feet per move, which is 6 seconds, hold on. Let me go back and do the math again.
We still have a cart. Is the problem?
Yes.
Well, then I'm probably gonna have to add on to that. So 60
By the
feet
w-
per 6 seconds, which
By the way,
means that's
60 feet per
Mm.
second, that's your gallop.
no 60 feet per 6 seconds. Yeah,
Per se-
that's the
yeah,
gallop.
That is your gallop. Doing that for 100 and you would kill any warhorse trying
Well,
to
I
run
wouldn't
it
kill
at
me.
that.
Horses aren't known
Because-
to be fast. They're known for endurance.
Yes.
Right.
But you tell me
But
that
this
you could
one's-
have a. Go ahead.
No, I'm
Well,
on your side.
I would have to take a short rest every 2 hours, and we would have to stop so I could wild shape back in because I could only wild shape for an hour. So it would be wild shape, run for an hour, and then hold on, that's 60 feet
This
times.
actually does bring up a good point. You inherit all of your physical characteristics in wild shape from what you're wild shaping into.
Mm-hmm.
By that logic, could you not say that you inherit the stamina of whatever you're turning into, which means when you go back into
So,
your normal shape, you're
something-
not losing that.
Something else so rules is written. Travel pace assumes an 8-hour day, which means 8 hours for rest and another 8 hours in there that are broken up between breaks, things like that. For each additional hour of travel beyond 8 hours, characters cover the distance shown in the 1 hour column. So 1 hour is 4 miles an hour at a fast pace. So that would be your 30 miles. So
Hold on,
for an
I was
additional 4,
wrong.
what's that?
I was wrong. Go ahead.
So basically, in an 8-hour day with a cart, fast pace, it's about 30 miles. With I'm trying to think here.
I think I was wrong. I might be able to get us there in 10 minutes.
For short spans of time,
You can
up
get there
to
in
an
10
hour,
minutes.
many animals move much faster, yes. Mounted characters, so the mounts themselves, can ride at a gallop for about an hour. And they cover twice the usual distance at a fast pace. So in an hour, you could get 8 miles as a horse. Then you need to change mounts, is what the rules are saying. So for you,
Oh,
I need a good, for an hour of hard riding for you to double that pace. Then I would need a good reason to assume you've been able to fully rest. Does that make sense?
it does. Well, if we stop by a body of water, maybe I could go for like a short dip and cool off.
You were
Or
so
just get in the
invested in
cart.
I am. I'm so invested.
Yeah, and galloping with a cart,
It wouldn't be possible, I don't
Everything
think,
would be
because the
thrown
cart wouldn't
out.
handle
I
it.
would
Yeah.
basically have to make some DCs every hour of that trip to say, all
Yeah.
right, show me how good you are at not destroying your cart.
Right, I'd be bad at it. I'd be real extra super duper
Now,
bad at it. I mean, unless
something-
someone had the reins, but I swear to God, if you hit me on the back, I fucking turn around and just like,
I mean, here's the thing. If we lost a wheel, we already have a jester with us, Flanagan, who can go, Cicero is stuck here. Doc!
Now, something I would like to point out. The last night for the full moon is the first night of the next month. So that gives you a 3-day window where the moon is full and the door is open.
The moon
others
is
we wanna
full
get
and
there as
full
soon
and
as
so
possible.
beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, so why don't we just see if the blacksmith will
So
house-
I mean,
how-
so
let-
then that's the real
Okay.
thing we have to decide. Then is, do we care? Does Snell need their armor so badly that we're willing to let the other team beat us there, and then we have to pick up slack?
no armor right now.
And so that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I
So
need
I
it.
feel like that's kind
So,
of. I don't think we have a
why
choice. I
not-
think we have to wait for this armor,
Why
and then
not?
they're gonna beat us, and we're gonna have to pick up slack.
Why not?
Yes, Daniel.
Why not have Sinel help the blacksmith? Just be like, yo, we need this in a hurry. I'll help you out free of charge, just so we can get this done quicker. As an
I'm
artificer,
down,
he does have.
Yeah.
He would have the skills to use any tools.
but
I would
um,
say you could have the amount of time it would take.
Cool. Because I
Perfect.
have
Yeah, the only
tool
reason
for the
I avoided
job,
that is
natural
because like
tinkering.
it's
Because
like
he
you were
hates your
saying,
guts.
he had tried before and he said no, so I didn't know. I
Oh,
hate
no,
being
no,
that party that just keeps
yes.
trying. Now I'll
So
roll. Well,
the
no,
the
now I'll
point
roll.
the point being, you would need to make a good case. Nobody here is beyond reason, and it makes sense. Like, hey, I'll have it for you in 10 days. Well, I can help you. Yeah, no, I'm fine, thanks. Hey, I need to leave on this date, and it needs to be ready by then. If you can't have it done, can I help you?
If you can't have it done, we're still going to have to leave, and then we might not come back, meaning you'll never get your full.
There you go. That's
means help
that's
me.
more than a good reason. Yeah, and we have another set of armor there too.
Yeah, Diogenes? No, Diogenes is
No,
done. Who else?
Diogenes is done. I'm
Dioge's
thinking
looking.
someone
Garfus.
who wanted special spiked armor.
Oh, Amy's armor. Yeah.
That's that person.
I'm
right
like
there.
moving my mouse around the screen, like people can see what I'm doing. I was like circling
Oh.
her picture.
If Amy needs leatherworking tools,
You
I
gave
can
her
make
permission
her
to have the
leatherworking
spiked armor?
tools.
Yeah. It's the
That's
same
awesome.
AC, and by the way, I mean Rivet is capable of making it.
Oh yeah.
He's got the design book and everything.
Did he
I
make
never
it?
understood why it was assigned to. Like, I get like lore wise why it was specifically for like one race, but I was like, that's whack. It should be.
Yeah, that's no fun.
They're playing off of the old like, hey, I want to make blown glass, and for a long time, basically the answer was, hey, great. The entire world supply of blown glass everything comes from one island controlled by, I want to say, the Dutch.
It's Monopoly.
It was
It's
a
a
huge
monopoly.
monopoly. And basically what happened is they stole people off the island. I mean, you look at the same with coffee. For the longest time, no. If you were not Muslim, the only way to get a cup of coffee was to kill a cleric for it, or steal the coffee, you know.
Hell yeah.
Shit.
So did the blacksmith complete my thing yet? Or was he going to wait till the end of the 10 days?
I was going to say, he basically told you, yeah, hey, how soon do you need it? And
Whenever.
at that time, what did you say? Whenever. He's like, all right, yeah, I'll get to
Well,
it.
before we leave, so I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't know how much time we were going to have,
Right.
so I probably would have been like,
You guys
as quickly
hadn't
as
really
possible without
talked
having to
about
rush it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be for what you want. It's a small thing. It'll be fine. You will have it in time.
Cool.
But I would say for Amy's armor, the right tool for the right job means that you would have some carpenter's tools. Are you proficient in anything that might help him with creating your armor?
I am proficient in, let's see here. I have an herbalism kit. I have painter's supplies. It's my spellcasting focus now because that was part of my feat. And I have a pan flute, so I can just sing him a beautiful song while he works on
you a set of tools, but
Yeah,
you won't
no.
be proficient in them. But
Yeah.
I will probably.
How do I know what kind of proficiencies I have? It's just
Your
that's
tool
what that.
proficiencies.
Yeah, no, I am not. I am.
Okay.
If you want to make me a beautiful paintbrush or a fresh pan flute, then I'm fucking down. But other than that,
Then it sounds
No.
like maybe you need to find somebody in town to help you.
who's gonna? Okay. Well, who would help me? I don't know who to ask.
Well, you guys haven't talked to Behenna yet.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to go and have a chit chat with her. Would it be possible to see the San Helen map again?
Yeah, I can absolutely do that. And let me transition us back to daytime.
Daytime.
Now I have men in tights. I have men in tights like the moon is full and you're so beautiful, lady. That song.
You said her,
I
you
haven't
said her
seen-
name's Bayer.
Bam.
Oh, Men in Tights is fucking tits. All right. So early
Yeah, we're
morning.
ending stream
So-
because we're gonna go watch it right now.
Early
I mean, we
morning?
might.
Yeah. Morning comes. People have
Right.
slept more or less restfully.
Yeah.
Is anybody else going
right.
to go with? We had kind of talked about it last session, but was anybody else planning on needing to talk and grab things from Bayana?
Yeah, she's the general supplies, yeah?
Yes.
So yeah.
Somebody's got a long shopping list.
38 items at least.
Jesus.
My list is very short.
Also, I'd
Flanagan,
like people to help with
is-
me.
Is your pride recovered enough that you were able to venture outside?
Who?
Talking
Flanny?
to Garza. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, sorry, yeah, my computer had a full-on meltdown. Okay, I am here.
Smay.
My pride. Yeah, I mean, Flanagan, he gets rejected. These things happen, but he wakes up, he sees himself in the mirror shield. He's like, "Hey, I'm hot." And then he goes outside.
Hey Flanagan,
just a
how
fresh
often does
day
it
for you.
happen? I'm just curious, not trying to dig at anything.
Well, pretty much any time that we go to a tavern and anyone who's remotely attractive to Flanagan is there.
That's, I mean, one way to look at it. All right.
But he also hasn't had
know-
that many chances. You know, we haven't been into too many taverns, and he's still very fresh in his adventuring
So,
life.
is Flanagan going to go with everybody to talk to the general store? /
Yeah.
depot. This is really also kind of serves as a spot for the outpost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to
Okay.
show off me and DOG's matching armor, so this will
That
be
makes
a
sense.
good way
That
to
makes
display
sense. So, this morning, everybody, as you guys are finishing up breakfast and headed out the door, I would just like someone to know that their efforts did not go in vain. And Sachiko is sitting at the bar, a lot quieter than last night. Seems to be a little grumpy about something.
Oh, hey, good morning.
Didn't have your
course.
brand of coffee.
She's doing her best to ignore all of you. But
Everything okay? Sounds like you had a wild night.
Your mood seems a little cloudy.
she looks at Mac and says, "I'm sorry, do you hear something?"
Do you have a rodent problem?
Is that what
gonna
Gideon
wake him,
says to Mac?
Mac.
No, I was just thinking that. I thought
Oh,
I was
just,
imagining her
do you have
saying
a rodent
that to him.
problem?
Just
Yes. Do you hear something?
Fucking-
And Mac turns to all of you and goes, "Well, of course I do. It's these fine young adventurers right here. As a matter of fact, next time you guys are by for dinner, it's on the house."
Aw, thanks, man. You're so kind.
Sachiko just glowers at him and goes, "This gruel is not worth what you're having us pay for it in any way."
You
looks
just don't
back.
have a refined palate. It's fucking tasty as shit.
Refined. I'll have you know.
Don't care,
That
and I'm
daughter.
walking out the door.
She was about to get on her soapbox.
Right. I'm like,
It's like
nope.
she tries to do that and then she leaves. So now looks at Sachiko, then down at her feet. And it's like, you lost your box. And then just keeps going.
Oh, that's good.
And Flanagan will just look at her and say, "You suck." And then he'll leave.
you suck. Yeah.
Getting, I assume you're the last one to leave here.
Oh, Guinea was probably the first one up and already out.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Remember
And
early
Flanagan,
mornings.
as you're leaving Flanagan, the last thing you hear from Mac is, "So, that tab is going to be 15 gold for breakfast."
He's
You
a good man. He's a good man.
massively overcharging these trust fund kids.
And that's why our dinner's free.
But
Yes.
Gideon is already waiting outside, and I'm assuming your group heads to the depot.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Nell has a physical list to go with my list.
perfect.
You're
So-
adorable.
Sinel, you weren't in here last time, but everybody else who was here visiting the depot, there's a kobold sitting behind the counter again with little eyes poking up over as the door swings open. But you get a
That's
very
right.
different greeting this time. He kind of turns one eye, looks at you, and you see his head ducked down, and behind the counter you hear "Teef, Teef, Tila, Teef, Teef," as he skitters into the back room again. "Teef, Tilas, Tealers, Teefs, Teefs."
I forgot. I gave one of them a little toy.
"Teefs." And after a
Oh.
moment, the door opens again,
You made a
and
friend
there's
for life.
Bayana.
Hi.
He's calling us
Very
thieves because we didn't come back.
Stoic Bayana. Well, I see our adventuring party has returned.
Immediately,
Will you
Snell
money?
looks at these guys and goes, "You don't make this a habit, do you? Please stop pissing off every shopkeeper."
Right. The cart. Right?
Yeah,
We were supposed
she's
to
kind
return.
of, she's leaning over the counter and she goes, "Well, since I'm assuming not only were you a week, what was it? A week and 3 days late with the cart, and managed to disable my, well, magical theft protection. You're back to
Magical theft.
How did you do that?
Oh, great question.
I'm
Would love to
confused.
tell you later, because I
I'm the
don't
character. I'm confused.
Well-
what happened?
remember. I am too.
What probably happened is when we died, and then I
Oh.
look at her for a long time, fully. Your spell probably wore off, and then I look at it,
no.
and it's probably
the
the
magic's
smartest thing to
attached
play
to the
against
cart.
Ambershard.
The magic's attached to the cart, which is
Yeah.
why I'm rather confused as to why you would come back now of all times.
We were
Ama-
only gone for 3 days.
Really?
We slept
she
3
says,
nights.
Really?
Well, 4
she
now.
says, and she points at the wall for she points at the wall. It's got a magic calendar sitting there. And yeah, it says a different date than you were expecting. It's the 18th of the month.
So,
Right.
Your magic's
Mr.
broken.
GM,
Doesn't
can I
work on the
pull
cart.
Yes.
Doesn't
some
work on the
art-
calendar.
Can I pull some artificer bullshit?
I'm listening.
The way I've described the Aether Converter is it's basically a planetarium.
Okay.
Could I use it to try and check her calendar
Yes, absolutely.
based on the motion of the... Alright, yeah. Take it in like one hand, click it, and it opens
As
up.
he's doing that is when I go, your magic's broken. Doesn't work on the cart. Doesn't work on the calendar. You can ask Ike and Thaddeus.
I've already talked to Ike and Thaddeus.
And they told us that your magic's broken and we died?
They mentioned that something happened.
No.
Sinel, as you're spinning up this planetarium, it stops for a moment on the day that you guys, well, the last day you guys remember, the 8th. The last time you opened it to set the date.
Yes.
And after a moment, it clicks and skips to the date shown on the calendar.
Oh, he's like, no. That's impossible.
I look to Snell. Is your magic broken too? Magic's not
I
really
feel
My
like-
magic is
trustworthy.
not... Shut up, you oversized tinderbox.
This is why I don't mess with magic.
A
At
nod
least
to
with
you.
this, I always know what's gonna happen.
Lotus, you see that there's a little kobold, actually 3 little kobolds poking their head up from around the counter, Stooges style, and one of them
Yeah.
has a tiny little pitchfork in its hands.
Right. Right. Listen, I think we've really definitely come off on the wrong foot. Listen, yeah, some shit went down and we totally died and it was really hard to get back here. But and out of character, we're buying this cart, right? We're gonna try and buy it, correct?
Yeah,
That's,
that was the.
that was
the
kind
goal.
of the
Okay.
impression. She's like, hey, I'll let you guys rent it for
Okay.
now, but I'll see if I can let you buy it.
Right. I am so sorry that we are so late, and I would love to pay all of the rental costs that we have accrued since we are late. Just shit got crazy. And I would love to buy this cart from you so that you don't have to worry about us anymore. And
Roll me
I'm so
persuasion.
sorry.
How could it possibly be this way? Could this like help for the persuasion that Sinel is like
go ahead. Advantage, persuasion with
ranting?
advantage.
Oh, thanks. How do I
Mhm.
do that? There it is.
Is
Yeah,
it
Snell's
possible?
going off. I'm just gonna like nudge Gideon and be like, I don't think he's used to being wrong.
I once again nod.
Stupid.
Oh, no,
I'm
She's-
wrong
you're
all the
like-
time. It's not that
She's
big of a
looking
deal.
at you, her hands folded over with her chin
How
sitting on
much-
it across the desk.
How much did we pay to rent it, by the way? Or how much is the cart?
By the
So-
a
way,
bunch of dollary dudes.
It ended up being, it was like 1,000 gold to buy. Problem is, you guys didn't have all of that. So she said she would roll your guys' rental cost, which was like 200 in.
Wow, that's a lot of money to rent a cart.
200
Like
gold
gold?
rent a cart.
Jeez.
That's partly why you guys wanted to buy it. But hold on. But hold your horses.
Like,
Man, she overcharged us. That's a massive amount.
We
No,
rented
Yeah,
one
she
horse
did.
and one covered wagon. For
Sorry,
6
then
gold
hold
piece
on,
each.
hold on. What
a
is
cart is
a
only
cart and
15
horse?
gold.
A cart
the
is
horse?
15 gold.
And
horse?
the horse, let's see here.
What kind of horse was it, actually? There's
Oh, yeah,
multiple.
It was
I-
just
I'm
basic
just reading
one.
what I wrote
There,
down. That's
hold
what
on.
we
There is
did.
a draft horse, which is 40
Yeah, no,
feet.
hold on. What did Garza write down?
Well, so we rented the horse and the carriage for 6 gold piece each, and this was back when there were
That's right.
6 of us.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Because
We should've
this was when we still had.
It ended up
Dragon
being
Ball.
like half the cost of what it was to just buy the thing outright.
Yeah.
Okay, because the
Um,
draft horse is 50 gold. The
Yep,
cart is
right.
15.
That was, yeah, so it was
65.
65. You guys ended up paying something like 30 for it. My bad. I wasn't thinking.
Okay.
I was thinking.
I was like,
different
wow,
numbers.
that's a lot of money for
Yeah,
a cart.
But
no,
she's.
I'd love to
but
pay the
again,
difference.
Hold on. You've made your case. She's. And after a moment, it seems like she can't hold it anymore, and she just bursts out laughing.
while
She
she's
goes-
laughing,
Go ahead.
and Flanagan said, "Oh, I don't think he's used to being wrong." Sinel immediately snaps over his jaw, doing the snake thing, and his tongue lashing out. He's like, "Shut up, you half-pint headache!"
Now, children. Now, children.
a blanket.
Now, children. I'm sorry, I just couldn't keep it up anymore. When you
The
came back
pitchfork really
yesterday,
sold it.
Aaron was the first person. Aaron was the first person to talk to me about all this.
Such a great name.
I don't know exactly what happened, but the fact that you're offering to cover what you owe is more than enough. You don't need to worry about that. As I'm sure you've noticed, we've had other guests in town, and well, let's just say after y'all came in, they were a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, if you're talking about who I think you're talking about, we met them,
Oh,
and
honey,
the ringleader
you
is
think
just
I'm
the
not
worst.
talking about what you're thinking about?
I know. That woman so much. Like,
All
why
of
is
them.
she so mean?
All of
All
them.
of them?
All of
Nah,
them.
not the cute one. She's
Okay,
like,
Ben was fine. Ben, but
yeah.
And that
She
Deidre
gets
chick,
walked all
Floozy. All right, just whoever,
Uh,
just get around with whoever finishes
No.
Y'all
missions
better
out
be.
here.
Y'all better be.
Flanagan's mad.
Y'all better be careful what you say about Deidre, whether or not you think she's listening.
Exactly. So you watch yourself.
Last thing you know,
But his eyes go.
What? You
Flanny's
didn't
just
realize it?
mad
You didn't
because he
see it in her
tried it.
fingertips? That's a sorcerer through and through.
Man,
knows?
I came from a farm, and now everybody around me has magic. Is this what
So-
adventuring is? Is this just a bunch of people with magic?
It's
When
because you're
Flanagan
on a
gets
border
all-
town. Go ahead.
when Flanagan gets all like flustered by her being a sorcerer and magic, he leans in, keeping up that snake thing with like a little flick of his tongue. He's like, "Yes, Flanny, you don't understand magic like we do. A sorcerer could turn you inside out before you could even blink, and
So
then
can a sword.
tongue flick,
So
and then
can a
looks
sword.
over and is like, "Would you shut up?" and tongue?"
Flanagan
then-
is like,
She would turn you into a rooster, and that would be about as big of a cock as you'll ever be.
You're so mean. I love you.
and Flanagan runs out of the building crying.
God damn it.
Fucking Lotus's jaw will drop, but it's basically just this face of like, oh my god, you fucking mean girled the shit out of him.
And that's why no one ever says that I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Bayana watches
have
watches
to put you
Flanagan
in
run out the store
Crying.
and then goes, "So you decided to drop the purple idiot and
He's
Oh,
dead.
picked
No,
up
no, not this idiot.
picked up a." She just kind of
Snake
looks her up
man.
and down. "You want tea? Don't think we've
I
met
mean-
before."
No, we haven't.
You stink of royalty. Not royalty. New blood. But the way you
Unfortunate.
hold yourself, well, I know what a petty noble is when I see him.
He is very clearly trying to keep himself cool. He's like,
Oh shit.
I would
Nice.
like to buy from you. My money is good. My patience is not.
That we've noticed. Now,
I want to
yes,
slip in real quick and just be like, he's fine. He's with us. He's very snarky. However, he's also very intelligent. And he does have money.
he is
So,
teaching my children, she says, waving a hand to the kobolds, still poking up around the side of the counter. Very bad manners.
you
in.
are absolutely right.
Oh, but they
No,
should
no.
know. They
Oh.
should know that you should never mimic the manners of a snake. Just trying to be like, no, don't, like, trying to basically cover himself by saying, I'm the bad guy. Don't do what I do.
Gideon's gonna put something in his hand and walk over to the three at the counter. And he's gonna put out his hand and it's gonna have that kython on it, the wooden kython.
Yeah?
And he's just gonna hold it out to them. And just be like, here.
Their eyes get all big. And they pop back around the counter. There's some, like, whispered discussions. And one of them pops its head back around, grabs it out of your hand, and disappears back behind the counter.
Oh, when he grabs it, there's 3 little silver pieces underneath it.
Aww. And you can hear exclamations of excitement as behind the counter. They're all 3. And with that, Bayana looks over, sighs, and she goes, "We all have our bad days. I am in the middle of one of those myself. Let's
I don't
start
know
this
what all
over
of you-
again."
I don't know what you're all saying. I thought that was a rather good takedown.
Outside this loud crying.
Yeah. With the loud crying, he's just smiling. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I think I'm on a roll.
Well, I have to live with this one. Not you have to live with this one, not me. So I think I'll start again. Newcomer, my name is Bayana. My little tots here help me run this outpost. Your name is
Danelle.
Sinel.
He rolls his eyes and he's like, Sinel Datelaf. Don't look them up. They're a bunch of petty fools who will soon be mulch if we're lucky.
Hold on. I got a bag of dice.
Oh, I thought she was like, let me check my book of petty nobles and their petty bullshit.
I mean, it would not surprise me if Gunnar had a book of petty nobles.
No, like that has to be a book in this world. If it's not, I'm writing it, and it's called
Do
Petty
it.
Nobles and Their Petty Bullshit.
Do it.
I have to update my silver count.
She pauses for a moment. You see her kind of make a kind of face. And then goes, nope, not a clue. Well,
It's better
Sinette,
that way.
if you say so, dear. Well, with that being said, you said your money's good. I'm just going to assume you guys marked off whatever was
Well,
due
I don't
on
know
the card.
how. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
Wait, are we gonna split that, or am I just
Oh.
paying for it? I don't care, because I don't
'Cause
have a
it's
lot
like
of things to
35
buy.
gold. It's
Yeah,
like,
I'll just buy it. I'll take
Okay.
care of it. I'll buy the
I'm
cart.
going to be spending way more than 35 gold.
Right.
okay,
The cart is paid for.
perfect.
I need to actually have my money open so I can keep track.
Yeah, you might. So, what are you buying?
what are you selling?
What are you buying, stranger? So, list. First off, I'm going to ask if we have any of these already. Do we have any antitoxins in the
No.
party?
Just no. We don't have any bonus supplies. Trust me.
We don't have shit.
We have what we started with, and
Yeah.
then equipment
Two-
like weapons.
2 antitoxins, which is 100 gold.
Okay.
Oh, let me actually get a calculator going. So 100 gold for that. A bag of ball bearings, which is 1,000 ball bearings for 1 gold.
That's fine. I'll
A
tell you if they
barrel
don't
for the
have
cart.
something available. That's fine.
That's
no, they
2.
don't have any barrels.
I'd like 5 bells. They're a gold
I will
piece.
say you bought them from Rivet because that's more of his
Okay.
thing, but okay. Yes.
Do they have blasting powder?
Blasting powder, unfortunately, is not something you would find here.
Dynamite.
That is just explosives are
Okay.
Yeah.
These aren't even for my gun bullshit. This is in case we have a cave-in bullshit.
Yes. Yes.
A block and tackle.
Yeah, you could find that.
All right. I'd like 2 glass bottles for 2 gold each.
Sure.
Sorry, we're going to be here a while. I'd like 10 chalk for 1 copper each.
Yeah, that's fine.
A climbing kit for 25 gold
Yep.
pieces.
By the way, someone ordered a kit like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, the
I think
herbalism.
did JR order a healing kit, a healer's kit?
Yes, he did.
They paid for it up
Yes.
front, so if you just want to put it on a sheet,
Yeah.
that's fine. That was one
Where
that wasn't
was I?
readily available.
2 sets of crampons for 2 gold pieces each. They might not have those. Those are for like climbing ice.
Right. I was going to say those.
If they don't have them, that's fine.
I'm going to say no.
A dog sled for 20 gold pieces.
Dog sled.
Because then DOG can start pulling her weight. Literally.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
someone's body.
Also
right.
that.
This one I'm going to leave up to. Unfortunately, not.
Crap.
But this is something that you could probably.
We can
fast.
just put a tarp on her with a
Yeah.
rope, and she can pull
Yeah.
a person.
I'll
if we
make
need
one
to.
on the way there.
That's fine.
Are we going to need feed for the horses?
Yes, probably.
No, he's asking, Gunnar, if that's something we need to focus
Oh,
on.
sorry.
So, your horses can graze for a time, so they should be okay there. You don't need feed, at least for the shorter trip.
I'm still going to buy 5 things of feed for
fine.
5 copper each.
That's fine.
Fishing tackle for a gold.
Yep, fishing tackle makes sense.
I'm gonna buy 5 flasks for 2 copper each.
Okay.
A grappling hook for 2 gold.
So that's another thing I'll say you bought from Rivet, but yes.
If it's from Rivet, we can say I did that. I'm just going down the list where I basically went to
Yes.
D&D
Yeah,
5e
yeah.
items. Pick
Yes.
everything.
This is what
4
happens
flasks.
when you give an artificer gold. Continue.
This is what you give a paranoid person gold.
You said
4
4
flasks of holy water for 25 gold each.
Yeah, that sounds about right out here.
All right, so 100.
Considering it's got to come from Thaddeus.
2 hunting traps for 5 gold each.
That should be fine. Yeah.
All right. 1 ounce bottle of ink for 10 gold.
Okay.
A 10-foot ladder for a silver.
You can buy it. I'm just sitting here thinking that's going to be weird to fit on the cart.
I'm assuming it's a retractable ladder.
Oh, you're thinking like a rope ladder. Gotcha.
I can make bags of sand for literally free. A lock for 10 gold pieces. That might be something I got from the blacksmith.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll get to that later. A set of manacles for 2 gold, again, probably from the blacksmith.
Yeah, manacles from the blacksmith is fine.
A mirror for 5 gold.
Yeah. Little hand mirror, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like a hand mirror, something I could put on something and like hold to look around corners.
Yep, got silver. It's gonna be a silver mirror.
Couple oil flasks for a silver each.
Okay.
5 sheets of paper for 2
that's fine.
silver each.
Mm-hmm.
So a 10-foot pole. Can I get an 11-foot pole? I don't trust AD&D dungeons. They're made by insane people.
Who said you were going into an AD&D dungeon?
I mean, we just assume at this point.
I don't know what you're
I'm
talking
paranoid.
about. Yes, that's fine.
So that would be, you know what? It's normally supposed to be 5 copper. I'll say it's 6 copper for the extra foot.
Man, people pay a premium for the extra foot, huh?
1 gold worth of pouches, so it's like 20 pouches. Because
Jesus.
they're always useful. I'm gonna need them to make the bags of sand.
Okay.
A rain catcher for a gold.
Okay.
Portable ram for 4 gold.
Okay.
Everyone's just like, what the fuck is he planning?
It reminds me of the time we got an adamantine ram. Remember that? Like, what the fuck are we supposed to do with this?
Ram things. Does the horse have saddlebags?
No.
4 gold for saddlebags for the horse.
Okay.
5 silver for some sealing wax.
How close are we to being done? Because yes,
We're getting there.
We're getting.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
A shovel for 2 gold.
Yeah, that's fine.
10 iron spikes for a gold.
Yes.
String is free.
No, it's gold. No, I'm joking.
And 5 silver for a tinderbox.
Yeah, that's fine. You said something
Okay,
you'd
so
get back to later.
Yeah, so far, I've spent 295 gold. And I'm going to spend an extra 200 gold to get 4 healing potions. So that's 491 gold spent.
Normally, no. You know what? Bayana is actually fine with you guys. They were a little bit more expensive because this is an outpost, and unfortunately, in this world, magic items are just not made; they are found. But she likes you guys because you're not the Gilded Claw. So yes, cover price is fine.
Okay, so
You don't want to
that
know how
means
much they paid for healing potions.
I still have 169 gold left.
Nice.
But yes, I spent 445 gold as Sinel just sits there, unfurls a list, and then just starts going down it. And probably has like a pile of crap on the counter where they're just like, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh.
So you quickly discover there are a lot more than 3 kobolds here. There are probably closer to a dozen kobolds, because as you're rattling off this list, dashing back and forth are just in a stream of kobolds grabbing everything you've described.
So wait, how many are there total? Because each one's getting a silver piece.
Aw, there are 12.
So I
I
gave
paid
3.
them enough.
so
You don't
9
need to
more.
pay them tips.
It's not tips.
That's so
It's
cute.
it's candy money for the
It
babies.
is.
Yeah, no.
I love it.
These
I
are
basically
you-
just went to Home Depot and paid $10,000 for a bunch of crap. I don't think they need to worry about money.
These are children.
These are for the babies.
Now,
It's
I will
different.
say,
It's not mommy's
there-
money.
There is enough crap here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. Someone's gonna have to walk.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I can walk. It's okay.
Okay.
Or Flanagan can get on
Flanagan's
his
gonna be riding
dog.
DOG.
Flanagan can get on DOG. There you go.
It's true.
She's a full-on mount.
Yeah.
She's meant to be
So-
like ridden the same as
Yeah.
like a horse.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
So perfect.
She's bona fide.
Is your
In the
is your
book.
list done, Sana?
That's it. Like, as Sinel has basically cleaned out the store. And he just looks to
Anybody
all
else
of you with
buying
this-
anything?
Yup.
I'd like to make some purchasing.
If there's any potions, I just want to buy a couple of potions.
Of what kind?
What are the? I have a lot of money that I don't necessarily need because I have the dope
Cure
items
Light
that I
Wounds
need.
is 50 gold apiece.
Cure Light Wounds is
It's
50
50 apiece.
gold points, and I've got how much money? I've got quite a bit of money. Holy crap! I've got a lot of money.
Yeah, I would not have gone on this fucking wild giga spending spree of hell if I did
Is this
not
the
have
right
the
amount
money
of
for it.
money?
Yeah.
Is this for real?
Yeah.
The
You guys
amount of
got
money
like
that I have?
How much
1,300
money
gold.
we have.
Yeah. Well, trust me, you guys are gonna need it.
I don't like. I'm afraid. I don't want to just. Well, how many potions do they have? I'm assuming they have a set amount. Like,
Well, I bought 4.
because like you said,
Yeah,
they're not
4.
they're not made. They're found. So I'm assuming he probably bought
There's-
most of their stock.
I'm gonna say there's probably 10.
They bought
left.
most of their stock. 10 of them.
There's 10 left.
There's 10 left, and there's
Yep.
50 gold piece each. I'll drop that 5 hundo right now
Jesus.
to secure my party's safety.
Our healer is
Oh,
a
that's
warlock.
good of
We
you.
need them.
Yeah,
Our
that's, what,
healer's a warlock.
that's what I'm saying. I will drop 500 gold right now.
Well, shit.
So, but also canonically, I'm outside crying right now.
That's fine. No, you're fine. This is all gonna
That's
be.
so
This
bad.
is all kind of like, yeah.
Just over the course of these few days while we're waiting for the armor to get made, I've come in here at some point and bought these 5 potions. These
The
10
shelves
potions.
are empty.
You bought all 10 of them?
Yeah, I bought 10 potions of cure light wounds. You said.
Yep.
Jesus.
Unfortunately, that is all of the healing potions they have.
Damn.
No
Okay.
moderate
But we own them
ones.
as the party.
Yeah,
I'll gladly give you
Yeah,
some. I
same
wasn't
with the
planning on
4 I
holding
bought.
all 10 of these.
Yeah, these are all mine.
Yeah.
Like
I don't want them all to be on my person. That makes me way too valuable. I need everyone to have them so we can heal each other if we need to.
Do we have like a cart journal?
Ru- What's that?
Do we have like a journal for cart inventory?
Oh yeah, we should get a cart journal.
Yeah, so that I could
How is
just be
that
like,
different from your guys' loot page? Just curious.
oh, is that the one that just says loot? Everyone can see that? Because that was one I made for myself.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay,
can't.
never
That's
mind.
just yeah.
Okay.
We can't.
You could edit the
shit.
permissions on it, and I could
Now-
change it.
I do have some shopping. So you bought 1 barrel, right?
Yes.
Gideon 2 will buy a barrel.
Why are you buying barrels?
Because
There's
we
a
can
reason.
put crap in them.
Okay.
Remember, this is an event, like this is a campaign built around loot, which means finding the stuff is the first course. Now it must be carried home.
Okay, all of you are now owners for that loot page. Something to note. If
What's your
multiple
need
people
account?
have it open at the same time, the last person to hit the save button overwrites everybody previous. So I would only have one person edit it at a time.
Yes, I will edit it and put down my
So
delicious
I'm gonna buy
shopping
a
spree.
barrel, and
Okay.
I'm gonna buy 30 days of rations. Just dried
I
shit.
was
Doesn't matter
wondering
what it
if
is.
somebody was going to buy rations.
Because here's the question, guys. This thing only opens up on a full moon. So, if for some crazy reason we get stuck in there, we should probably have food for 30 days.
Oh yeah, and I had 20, but we've slept like 4 times, so I've probably eaten like 4 or 5 of these rations.
So
Well, I can
I'm
see. I
gonna
can
say
get food by being a ranger, but
so your 10 rations. I'm gonna say you just because you slept 4 times, you guys every time have slept in civilization.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm not gonna deduct you
no.
guys for that. You
I
guys have
can't
found-
edit it now.
What do you mean?
When I click the little button to edit the text, all the text just disappears and there's no ability to edit it.
Weird.
That's weird
Um,
because it works for me just fine.
So let's see.
You know what? Actually,
I
Oh,
can
never
just
mind.
write it down somewhere else and send it to you guys.
Here, try that now.
Okay, let me.
Okay, so 30
Nope.
times
I
5
think it's on my end.
is what's
Maybe
30 times 5?
re-
50.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
let me try doing that.
That's
Okay,
15
Gideon, what
gold.
else are you buying?
I guess 1 bag of ball bearings is probably
I
good.
completely logged out. That's weird.
Yeah, you've got
God
1,000
damn it! I was
ball
gonna do that
bearings.
too.
Well, it's 1,000 ball bearings. Technically, use the whole thing if you want to use it to like trip someone, but they have other uses.
Yeah, I bought one of those. So that's a lot.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not gonna make you use 1,000 ball bearings to trip a person.
Well, it's the thing is you
would be
empty the
pretty
bag on the
close,
ground behind
though.
you. A climber's kit. It's essentially pittons, boot tips, gloves,
Gonna
a
say
harness.
I think someone just bought one of those and they are only gonna have one.
Oh, did he buy the only? Okay, I wasn't sure if
Yeah.
he bought a climber's kit or just parts for it. Okay.
Yeah.
That'll close
Well, I
up.
also
How about
bought parts for one, so we probably have the ability to make another one between
How about
us.
Dungeoneer's pack?
They would have one.
That's fine. I'll take that because it has a crowbar and a hammer, but it also has a couple more pythons and torches.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, a tinderbox, 10 more days of rations, and a water skin and some rope. So that's 12 gold. Does she have a grappling hook? Or well, I guess the metal part would probably come.
That
from
was I was gonna say we have the grapnel. We have one, and that was rivets. And I don't think he's gonna have time to make you another one.
Wait, did we already buy one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Sledgehammer.
Yes, we bought one already.
Cool. And then a hooded lantern.
That they would have available.
Sick.
Fire fingers.
Sick.
Yep. Just because 60 feet of bright light or 60 feet of total light is pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I will also need to buy. How many daggers are available?
Why?
I would like all the daggers.
Pretty accurate. Well, I was thinking javelins or daggers. Daggers are easier to carry. But I can also buy javelins. I mean, I can just buy javelins.
Are you
but-
about to be throwing stuff?
He's gonna have more javelins than daggers because javelins are meant to be thrown.
Okay, I'll take some javelins. How many does he have?
I mean, if you, it's really a question of how many
Pretty
are
simple.
you trying to buy? You know.
Let's do 5. 5 is
Okay.
enough to carry on
I
my
was
back.
gonna
in
say
a
he's probably got
little
about
sling.
20 on hand.
5
A
is 15.
score.
Wait, 5 is 25. Let's do 6 so I can even it out to 3 gold.
Mm-hmm.
There we
Okay.
go. Cool, and that's it.
Okay. Amy. Long story short.
Yeah.
Bayenna is willing to help Rivet with your armor.
That's wonderful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're not sure if it's because she likes you guys so much, or if she really, really fucking hates the Gilded Claw.
Honestly, it's 6 on one, half dozen on the other at this point. I'm fine with whatever.
6 on one, half dozen on the other. Okay, I love it.
I'm just happy someone's being nice to me.
Oh,
I'm always nice to you.
we're planning.
Daddy,
So
Daddy, get in.
I have an odd request that you might not have. I don't want much. I would also like some ball bearings. That would be cool if you have any left.
Have we bought 2 bags now?
No, I didn't buy one, so she can buy another.
Oh, you didn't?
'cause
I
it'd be the
thought you
last.
did.
No, go ahead.
Sanel
Do you
did.
need it? It's okay.
No. I figured we already had one. I was just gonna buy it, in case no one else bought it.
Mhm.
But then I was like,
Okay.
nah, we don't have. I wouldn't have a use for them.
I would say
also
there
not
is
something.
one more bag.
I would love to buy the last bag of
Mhm.
ball bearings.
Okay. that
Also,
is-
it's an odd one. Do you happen to have a bag of holding?
Ooh. It didn't occur to me to think that she would have cool
They are-
items.
I know. They are 500 gold. Remember
Uh-huh.
that book I sent you, The Discerning Merchant's Guide to Magic
Yep.
Items? That I
Yep.
just looked it up. It's 500 gold.
Mhm. It's
And
just.
that's
I was gonna say that is. So I'm gonna tell you, if they do have it, it is going to be a tad more expensive, about 10% more expensive, because this is on
Okay.
Frontier.
yeah,
and-
that's fine. I understand.
Chances are she's probably using this here. As luck would have it, I rolled a 98.
Oh
She
shit.
does
Damn.
have a bag of holding, type 1.
I would love to take that type 1. I didn't know there were different types.
I'm thinking
amount they can carry.
3.5, basically.
Yeah. No.
Oh.
it's-
They're,
Oh,
I thought
right,
they
so-
are in 5th edition, and it's like
So they have
there are
bag
different-
of holding, and then there's bag of devouring, which
Right.
That's
is a
different.
monster that looks like the bag of holding.
Right.
yeah.
Oh, I thought there
And
were
then there's
bigger
the
ones.
handy haversack. Haver's handy haversack. There's other stuff, but a bag
They
of
just have
holding is its
different
own
names.
thing.
Because in 3.5,
Yeah.
they've actually got 4 different tiers of bag of holding, 1 through 4.
Right. That's pretty
Yeah.
much what the handy haversack is supposed to be, like a weaker bag of holding.
Well, because so how many pounds can a bag of holding hold here in 5e? Like 100?
500.
500?
500.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
It's 2 feet in diameter and
Damn.
4 feet deep.
and it's
It is
25 pounds or
not
is it 35
exceeding-
pounds?
It's 15 pounds,
It's only
regardless of the
15 pounds.
content.
See, and that's
Yeah.
where playing so many different systems at the same time. That's fine. They have one.
Yes.
It is basically Bayenna would say, I have one, and you can't tell anybody that you bought it from me because they're gonna
Not
want
a word.
they're gonna want one.
Right.
And
Not a word.
she says, "This is back from my
Oh.
well, let's just say my adventuring days." And she pulls out this bag of holding, and it seems to be fairly plain. It's got a little bit of stitching work on there. It's even got some initials. J, JFM on the front.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, and she puts that on the table and she says, "It's empty. Honestly, I'd rather not look at it, to be fair."
Oh,
Go right ahead.
rough story.
Is
It's
everyone
always a
done?
rough story.
I know. I'm almost done. I have.
Oh no, sorry, I
one,
meant with the loot. Oh, someone already added the stuff over,
I added some of the stuff that you mentioned.
like the barrel and the rations. Okay,
Yeah, what I could remember.
I'm gonna edit it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to maybe buy one more thing, and this one's a weird one, and you might not have it, And that's okay if you don't.
I'm listening.
It's called Mood Mark Paint. It is, I'm looking, it's 50 gold. Basically, it's a thick black paint, and you can apply it to a creature. It's dabbed on faces and spots that often resemble the eyes of insects or spiders. It takes a minute to apply. For the next 8 hours, the marks change to reflect your mental state. People
That
can
is
make a
unfortunately
success.
something that is a little too specialized.
That's okay.
Not gonna
That's
be
a weird
here.
one. That's okay. It just seemed like a fun thing to have. So, 550 for the bag.
Yeah, 550.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate this. Will you, if you feel up to it, will you tell me the story sometime?
She kind of looks at that. Make me make me a perception check.
Okay. What did it do?
Yeah. She's looking at this bag and she goes, maybe someday.
Okay.
All right. Everybody done buying things because I am going to chug us right along. If not,
I think that is it.
okay. So cutting your guys' time in half, I'm gonna move you forward 5 days to where both sets of armor are done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it is now the 23rd of Jome. That being said,
Did we get our armor?
yes,
Nice.
you now
Okay.
both have your armor. Rivik is, about as happy as Rivik can be about it because basically you pulled a, what's the chicken man from Toy Story 2?
I don't remember.
Al's
Al-
Al's Toy Barn.
I thought the guy just worked there. I didn't think his name was Al. But anyway, he kind of pulled a, oh god, I broke Woody's arm. I'm gonna need to call somebody and you need to fix it right now. And you can't rush art. Well, you guys rushed art. It still looks great. But Rivet's gonna be grumpy about it, maybe, a little bit. Because
I'm sorry.
Oh, no. He'll be fine. No, as he's done, probably actually one conversation he would have is, say Sanel is there working, and he goes, so how do you get pulled into these idiots?
I was looking for my own things, and I happened to stumble across them. Well, looks over wherever Flanagan is over being Flanagan, for better and worse, and is like, well, he was looking for tracks by staring up at the sky, so I decided to follow and see if he was as mentally deficient as he appeared.
Well,
Does like a so-so sign.
well, you'll look a little more capable, but I'll give you the same warning. Adventurers are nothing but trouble. You do best to steer clear.
He nods and is already like putting pieces of the armor on, and it's just like, leave you me. I think I know that by now.
Have you, you don't seem to be like the rest of them. Have you, looked at the job board lately?
Not lately. We've already got a job to do.
I know, but, there's a missing section, and, my brother's on it. If you,
Oh.
if you find Holt out there, please We'll tell him to come home.
He takes a long, deep breath and just looks at him and says, I won't make promises, but I'll do what I can.
He nods. Hey, more than anybody else in this town has promised me. Something I'm
Definitely more than you'll get from that bunch of ragamuffins that call themselves the Gilded Claw.
Yeah. Yeah, I've charged them up front. I can already tell they're trouble. And by the way, for you, in the job postings list, you can see that, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So there is a missing section,
Mm-hmm.
and that is where his name Holt Paliv.
Holt Paliv.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, and yeah. Yep. All right. But that being said, you guys have an extra 2 days of wiggle room here. How are you spending it? Are you guys planning on getting there early and staking out before? Are you going to show up the day of? How you want to do this?
Where's the other group?
Right now, they're still in town. You guys have been kind of awkwardly shuffling around them during days and nights for the past 5 or so days.
Oh my gosh. So every time we've walked by them, can I like wave to them? Like very friendly, super friendly. Just like, hi, hi.
You get different reactions depending on the person you do it to, but yes.
How do these reactions go?
Well, I mean, they range from complete and utter denial of your existence, aka Sachiko.
Yeah, don't even have to. That fucking woman.
To, well, I mean, amicable if nervous reply, aka Benoit.
Oh, I like her. I'm gonna ask her if she wants to just come with us. Like, do you want to just come with us instead?
She probably, I couldn't. I'm sorry. I just.
It's okay.
I'm
Just,
not really
you know.
good at being put on this the spot. You
Yeah,
excuse
it's
me.
fine. No big deal. Don't even worry about it.
My favorite part about characters like that, they don't last long in meat grinders.
Oh no!
Don't worry.
I like her so much.
Ben has been built by let's just say one of the architects of this realm.
Okay.
It has been put together as a very
I thought you were about to say Mike as in Will and Mike, and I was like, oh, she's fine.
Oh, even better, Mira.
Yeah.
That's who I thought would build it. Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be more scared if it was fucking Mike, because Jesus. That guy builds scary things.
Oh, trust me. Benoit will be fine. But, that being said, it is...
What do we want to do?
So yeah, are you guys getting there the day of? Getting there a day early? 2 days early? What's the plan here?
We could probably get there a little early.
I'm
Well,
fine
nice.
with that.
Oh wait, do
As
I
much
get
as I'm
the,
upset that I was rejected, I want to be a good wingman for
Wait.
Lotus.
do I get my thing?
No.
Did he make the thing?
So,
Yes. Do you want me to describe that, or do you want to deal with it to do that yourself?
I will. You can describe it as I hand it over to Flanagan.
Okay.
So yeah, like I'll approach Flanagan, and I'll be like, "Hey, I got something for you,"
for me,
Flanagan?
and then I will hold it out.
In Gideon's hand is... Well, it's... well, let's start with the normal part. It looks to be, on one end, there is a cuff that is tailored to fit around what, well, kind of looks like the stump of your foot. And the other end of it is, well, the end of what looks to be a spider leg. Matter of fact, you would recognize. This is what was left of that phase spider. This hard iridescent carapace that kind of gleams in the sunlight, and it's been varnished. It's been, well, demonstrified and preserved, and is strong, and it's got just enough give to feel a little springy.
I look at this.
You have a spider leg now.
Flanagan's like looking at the spider peg leg. He's like looking back up at Gideon. This is so sick.
Gideon, do you have the other half of this with you?
What?
Do you have the other half of this with you?
Yes.
Because,
what other half?
Aaron, you would see that you turn the other part of it into a walking staff, remember?
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah. You would see that it matches the brand new walking staff that Gideon has.
Yeah.
I look at my leg and then I look over his staff. I'm like,
Oh, wait, no, it wasn't a staff. It was I think I
The
say
walk-
I wanted to be the handle for
Oh, that's right.
my glaive. So I have like that little
that's
iridescent handle.
right. Yeah,
That's
it
sick as
matches
hell.
that.
are we I guess this means we're besties, right? And like
Oh no, HR.
and like before you
JR.
can answer, he's already like sitting down and he's like popping the leg on. He's like, we're best friends, bro. Like we got matching stuff. We are gonna get so many ladies with this. You don't even know. Like, I'm so excited. We're gonna go to all the taverns.
Yes, women love
tell
amputees
JR.
with arachnid legs.
Not nice. Not nice.
nice.
Not
Not nice.
nice.
Not nice.
Sal.
I figured it's better than just the simple wooden peg
Yes.
leg.
No, this is amazing. I don't care what the Snake Man has to say. These women are gonna dig it.
I mean, some will. Some will be
Hey.
like, holy shit, is that a phase spider leg? Dude.
Well, because you know what happens after they ask us, is that a face spider leg? Yeah, we killed it. Cause I'm
and then the
manly.
Hydra.
Yes, you make me. You may have me now.
Yes, you may have me now.
That's what we say to
Wow.
them.
Does he need a step stool to do the deed?
No, I'm gonna bounce up on my pogo stick each time, if you know what I'm talking about. And that's as specific as I'm getting because we're on Twitch.
Satan is not a goddamn pogo stick.
God. Okay, back on topic.
Yeah, I have
We're getting there a
question.
little early. How early are we talking? The morning of? The morning before? The night before?
So if Aaron's talking, we should get there the night before. If Flanagan's talking, we should get there the morning of, so we have the best arrival.
So we're getting there the morning before.
Okay. Is everybody all right with that?
Yeah, it works
Yeah.
for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That way we
How long
can
did it take
set
to
it
get
up.
there?
2, 3, 4. So to get there the morning of, you would leave the 25th. So that gives you an extra day in town.
Okay. So that extra day in town, I will have like gone out into the woods to be a bear randomly. Why not? Fuck it. Just wanted to be a bear for a little while because that feels right. And that's fine. And that's all I want to do.
That's more than fine.
Yeah. And I
You
think
need to make me-
JR and I would have took a bro day to get his mind off things and repair our friendship.
JR has been
'Cause-
very quiet as of late.
I
It's
mean, yeah,
almost
he's
as
got
if-
some work to do because Gideon just gave me a new peg leg, and so the best friendship
Jesus.
is starting to sail a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? Like he's gonna have to start putting some work in. I'm just
I'm going
kidding.
to need everyone to make me perception checks. Okay, I see Lotus's perception of. Was that no? That was for 14 minutes ago. Continue.
That was a
Everybody-
while ago.
Everybody needs. Everybody do the flop.
Can I use my passive?
So Flanagan rolled a 21.
So
I rolled my
basically, the
pass.
way I
Jay
do
rolled a
that
nat
is
20.
basically the way. Woo! All right. JR, we'll get back to JR later.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I can pick up and play with the dice.
Sinel, yeah, as long as it's on the screen, you can. Sinel and yeah, because this is going to be a little higher than a 15, unfortunately, Lotus. But Sinel and Flanagan, both of you, at least once during the week, you've awoken in the night. And outside your window, you've had black cats staring at you. It always disappears quickly after.
Darn, by the time I reach down, pull out the crossbow. Oh, it's the obviously evil witch cat is gone.
Yeah, I think that with all the magic shit going on, Flanagan would have been sketched out and would have thought to investigate this cat, but Diogi kept fucking chasing her at the window every time she popped up. Yeah. Diogi would pop up before I could investigate her.
Perfect.
But yeah, I'm sketched out by the cat for sure, skis.
Yeah, I understand. But other than that, so you guys actually leave before the Gilded Claw. As the
Bye,
morning...
bitches.
This trip has been fairly uneventful. Probably the most exciting thing that has happened during your guys' 5-day trip is coming across a carcass of a bush hog that's being picked at by scavengers. But other
Gross.
than that, yeah, gross. They don't smell great.
Could I roll a survival check to see what killed it?
Sure.
Oh, that's cool. Can I help you?
Yeah, I might need it.
You might want to make your own roll.
Okay.
You're probably
might
better
not.
at it than me.
I mean, I could make it. Cause
You are better
that's-
than me, so
That's my
Yeah.
thing.
Everyone's there.
Well, then you
Everyone
can do
could
it
roll
too.
survival for it. Yeah.
he's poking at a corpse.
I want to see. Actually, secretly, I want to see.
Thank you, Gideon.
I want to see Flanagan try and roll survival on this.
You think
How is
this is what I do.
how is Lotus better at survival than you if it's your thing?
I mean, he's a ranger.
Flanagan,
he's
that
not
is
wise.
One dead bush.
That's a
hog.
dead hog.
Have I described bush hogs to Sinel?
No.
Sinel, this thing looks... So, basically the way I described it last time is... Okay. Take a hedgehog.
Tumbleweed with legs.
Replace the spines on the hedgehog with branches.
It's a shaman.
So it looks like a tumbleweed.
It's
And
a
then
shaman.
make it about as
from
big as a
Pokemon.
cow.
It's a giant
It
shaman.
is a shaman. Oh my god.
It's a fucking shaman.
Now, there are no leaves on it. It is just bone, like dry bone that looks like a tumbleweed. So
Yeah.
a little bit different from a shaman. But make it the size of a cow. And, yeah, this thing...
Gigamax shaman.
Gideon would know, hey, Gideon, these these bite marks,
Looking mighty familiar, huh?
They're looking mighty familiar. We're
We're going
talking like, hey, I got bit like that once. Familiar.
Well,
going
once
home.
is a strong term.
I mean, it was only one encounter.
True.
I mean, it was a bunch of times, but what really sets it apart is the X-shaped stab wounds,
Yeah.
and also the fact that this thing has been pretty. I mean, done. It's been mostly devoured. There you go.
That's fair.
It also looks old. We're talking a month.
Ah,
So it's not fresh. Probably before. This probably happened before you guys had your first adventure. Or had your first job for the town of San Hilla.
okay.
But other than that, you guys arrive the morning before. I'm assuming you guys skirted the town to the southwest of it. East, west, west.
I mean, that is one of the reasons I bought holy water, is in case we had to deal with corpse people.
So yes.
I thought it was just so
Yeah.
you could take a shot every time the temptations to reach out to Flanagan grew too strong.
Jesus.
Yes. The temptations to reach out and backhand him, maybe.
Got him.
God. So, coming up to these ruins, it looks like the vast remains of what used to be, for lack of better terms, a castle. The walls have started to crumble and fallen in on themselves. Honestly, if it weren't for the fact that this front gate were intact, you might never have realized it was more than a pile of rubble. There isn't a keep anymore. There are no towers. Literally, it's a pile of rubble with a gate at the front of it. Nope, no welcome, Matt.
What a dump.
What a dump.
I feel like it's something you would say. Like, of
So-
course.
Yeah, Snow probably does say that, like, very cheekily, like, of course, it's just like, wow, what a dump. But,
This looks so homey.
for rats, maybe.
And on this on this gate are the stylizations are kind of hard to pick out. Sunel, you would probably be the only one well equipped to understand what this styling is. If you'd like to roll, I'd let you.
To roll what?
Basically, to figure out, okay, who built this?
I thought
and
you said
why.
a specific thing. History?
Yeah, that works.
Now, my passive history is 17 before I roll.
Okay.
God damn. My highest passive is a 13. I'm not a skill jockey.
So, Sunel, these are from an era you can kind of place. It's not because you don't know, it's because nobody really knows when this era was. We're just going to call it the previous era. Before, well,
This
everything.
one.
Yeah, the one where, the one before the world ended. And it's got a family crest. You can pick out that much. It's a giant tree with a jewel of some variety. It's etched into stone, so it has no color, but a stone of some variety, kind of an egg-shaped, gleaming at the center of it.
First things first, before he touches it, he throws a ball bearing at it.
Well, it's stone, so it bounces off.
Catches it and is like, listen, before we go anywhere near this place, assume that every step you take is going to explode. Assume that around every corner is some horrible monster that will eat you. And assume that the walls are made of paper and will crumble at the slightest touch. Respect the
The other
dungeon.
thing you'll notice here, respect the dungeon. I like that. Another thing to note is there are 5 handprint shapes inlaid in this stone, about human height.
Oh, well, fuck, we're gonna need a couple stepping stools, but that's enough for each of us.
Oh my god. You are so fucking mean.
Well, we can hold them. We can hold them like children, like this, and then use one hand.
Jeez.
Before we do that,
I don't know
Hold
if I can
on.
reach it, guys.
Maybe stand on DOG's back.
There you
Like
go.
reaching up, and my fingertips are just barely grazing the bottom of the palm.
don't touch it yet. Don't touch it yet.
Oh,
When
like
does
you're
this
reaching for
door
it, he
close?
slaps your hand and was like, don't touch it.
When is this door supposed to open?
Full moon.
Tomorrow.
When? Tomorrow. So we will
Tomorrow
sleep.
night is the full moon. Yes.
Great. Super. Okay, great. I am going to, before anyone fucking touches anything, what does that do?
Thank
Any
you for
trap
having
in
this.
range,
It's so
trap
good.
for the purpose of this. Inflict.
Oh, congratulations! That's the most useless spell in the whole game.
That's the spell. It's
Is it?
incendiary.
Yes.
Alarm
Hmm.
spell.
Well, except in diplomacy, oddly enough.
Really? Well, it was an idea. It's
Well,
alright.
No,
I'm-
it's so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not useless. It's useless because when you use it, it just goes, yeah, there's a trap. And
Oh.
that's it. That's it. It doesn't say there's a
Okay.
trap there, what type of trap, where it is.
It does tell you the general nature of the danger posed by the trap.
It's a trap that'll hurt you.
See,
It's-
It's a
I
trap
have
that will
issues.
make you
that's up to
fall.
DMs that are mean.
Yeah.
So reveals the trap.
But it
that
also
is-
can't detect like natural traps. That's the best part.
Well, I was gonna say, but this does do magic traps or just mechanical
says-
traps.
Alarm spell, for example, alarm spells, glyphs of warding, or a mechanical
Ah.
pitfall trap.
So mechanical and
And magic.
magical.
Anything man-made, pretty much.
Or a young girl looking at Flanagan and thinking he might be an attractive man with a deep soul and in-depth feelings to talk about.
Please.
Yeah, that's a trap.
No.
I've only got so many spell slots. I
It's a
can't run
fake.
this for you all the time.
Do,
It's a phase.
Do. It's a fake. Sorry, Scooby Doo and the Curse of Zombie Island is my favorite Scooby Doo movie of all time. Don't at me.
Judged.
It's a respectable choice.
Mostly for the music, but that being said, there are no traps in this vicinity.
Cool. Okay, you could touch the door now if you want to touch the door.
Don't touch the door.
God, do I want to touch that door?
Listen, the door is not a woman that you're carousing at the tavern.
Carousing.
Treat it like a lady. And do not touch it until tomorrow night when it is good and ready.
Dude looks like a lady.
I will bite you if you try.
I'm glad we
This
can
is so
see his
fun.
noble upbringing in play here.
I so desperately want to touch the door just to spite you. I might lose a
mean-
hand.
Flanagan's scared of Snell. Snell said he would have turned him inside out, and Flanagan's like 60% sure that Snell can actually do that.
Oh, every now and then he just fucks with you by like doing the little snake like tongue flick thing. Because he does have a forked tongue, so when he flicks it and it's long, it's exactly like a snake's tongue.
Flanagan? Yeah, every once in a while, Flanagan will just be having a good day, and then he'll just look over at Snell and frown for a second, and then he'll go back to having his good day.
I
While
love
we're
you.
camping out, though, I want to find snakes. I want to find a snake.
Snack.
I want to find a slippery snake.
A slippery snake.
Okay. Would you rather roll survival or nature to find that?
Survival. No. Nature, because I'm smart.
Okay.
No. I don't want that. Nah. It's exactly average.
Smay.
You find a gardener.
I just want to talk to Snake.
You
I
find,
mean, Susanna's not here right now, so
you find in a section of bushes a milk snake.
This thing
Yeah.
better use an obnoxious amount of S words.
So they see like Snell hunkers down in front of the snake, and they lock eyes and just stare at one another. And I would imagine that like snakes don't really vocalize much at all. So like maybe the animal. So I'm casting animal friendship on it,
Okay.
but it does not use a spell slot because I can do it for free, but only with snakes.
Yeah, this milk snake. This one is a little bit out of area for what it is. The normal patterning you would see here is red and white. This one is red, black, and yellow. Probably a runt of the litter. It's long, but it's not. It's not as big around as most adult milk snakes would be. So an outsider.
Yeah, and he's basically going to, greet the snake and be, how
It's
long
tough.
have you been here, how long have you been here, fellow serpent?
Let's see.
It's not exactly how he's talking, but I think they're going more off vibe than specific words.
And Flanagan just jabs Lotus really quick with his elbow, and he's like, "Look, Snell is
hello,
mating."
fellow teenagers.
Yeah.
So
how you doing,
what
fellow
exact
kids?
does it allow you to talk with it as normal? It
Oh,
just doesn't
fuck,
say.
no, it doesn't. Damn it. I can only
Wait, I
be
thought
like,
you had-
I'm your friend.
Wait, I thought you had to speak with animals, but only
I'm
with
honestly
snakes.
glad. Maybe
No,
they'll let
it's
out
animal
they'll-
friendship.
maybe
Oh.
they'll let out some of that pent up energy and
So
You know
maybe
what?
you hold out its hand. You hold
Yeah,
out
I
your
hold out
hand,
a hand.
and it slithers up and coils around your wrist.
Yeah, and I bring it over and I'm like, Lotus, you like speaking to animals.
Yeah.
as you approach, I run away giggling because of what I just told Lotus you were doing.
Right. I love it.
Child.
Yeah.
He's like, man, child, can you speak to this snake for us? And there's maybe
Yeah.
like a color to his vertical pupils that is the same as the snake's because they're under the effect of the spell with one another.
Yeah.
It's some creepy shit because this isn't like his magic. This is some cursed Yuan Ti shit.
So your eyes
Right.
would be all black like this snake's.
Yeah, his eyes have turned completely black.
Yes. I will definitely speak with animals for you. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, this milk snake
What do
is attentive and looking at you. It's kind of sitting up and slowly working its way around his arm, like it's a tree
Ask
or
our-
something.
Ask our dear friend how long they've been here.
Okay. So I will. I'll cast my spell and I'll be like, "Hey, buddy, I'm Lotus. What's your name?"
Kind of. You can see this is something you'll find not necessarily with milk snakes. What is it? Ball pythons. You can find this sometimes, but he's got a little head wobble while he's being held up in the air. It's just a little back and forth, and it stares at you for a moment and goes, "Talk."
Yes. Just a little, and not for very long.
Tree talks.
The tree talks?
It's
Wait a
looking
minute.
square at you.
I'm not a tree, but that's okay. Yes, the tree talks. Will you talk back to me?
Yes.
What's your name?
You're not asking it out on a date.
Rocky.
Hi, Rocky. How long have you been here?
$10? $12?
Yes.
12. Cycles. 12 cycles.
12 cycles.
Of
Well, that's a really long time. Do you have family?
No.
Just you?
Mm-hmm.
You want to hang out with us for a while?
Tree warm.
Oh, you're very sweet. I think my snake friend likes you. His name's Sinel.
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 Yes.
Good name.
It's a good name.
Or would it even be less that, or is it more of a thing of like, since Yuan-Ti have the call and like this presence among snakes, that it's more like a compulsion? Like, you will be my friend because I am an abomination snake monster.
At the end of the day, I don't think that it would notice a difference.
True.
If I were under compulsion to be your friend, Rowan, totally not help, then I wouldn't notice a difference at all. Please help.
Don't leave. We're having a moment. Don't
As long as
leave.
he stays in front of that camera, I'm safe.
Gideon.
You're lucky I don't
Gideon,
have my
this is great.
knives. But
Gee.
he's like, ask Rocky if there's anything strange about this place since he's been here.
Something strange in the neighborhood.
Oh, how do you convey that to a snake? Okay. Hey, buddy. Is anything weird? Not normal? Hasn't been normal?
It looks at you, looks at the ruins, looks back and says, "Gone deaf? Magic. Strong. Always
Oh.
unusual."
Yeah. Right. Okay. How many cycles ago was that?
Always.
Huh. I'll convey that to Snell. Snell, I thought you could talk to snakes.
Shut up.
Shut up. I didn't think it did this.
I am absolutely going to mention that to you. Just be like, is this not?
Don't be
You-
racist. Just
I'm
because I
not.
look like a snake doesn't mean I can talk to snakes.
I'm pretty sure you said out loud at some point, I can talk to snakes. I'm not being racist.
Was this before or after?
Trouser snakes.
Alrighty.
And then Flanagan keeps slapping the
Slowly
floor.
pulling out the crossbow and pointing it at Flanagan.
Yeah, give me.
Give me that.
Hiding behind Gideon. Like,
I step
Don't-
aside.
So,
Gideon, Snow was
Out of-
mating with the snake, and now they're
out
having a
of the-
three-way.
out of character. The snake is basically going to tell you that, yeah, this magic has always been here, at least as far as the snake is concerned.
Okay.
Ask him if he's ever like. First, he looks over to Maddie, who's on his shoulder, whispers something, and Maddie turns to the same color when she was in her flamethrower mode, hops off, and starts menacingly marching towards Gideon. But then it looks back, it's like, ask Rocky if there's anything, if he's ever been inside the castle.
Oh, that's a great question. Hey, Rocky. So, like, What's in there? Have you been in there? Do you know what's in there?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Has anything ever gone inside?
He probably would. Okay, I don't think he would know that if he's only been there for 12 cycles, and if cycles are days, and it only opens on a full moon. I can
All
ask.
that cycles was like months.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, the cycle is like once a month.
Oh shit. Okay, I thought it was days. My bad.
You have 3 moons, and they range from 29 to like 45-day cycles.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a great question then. Has anybody come in here? Butto?
Long time ago.
What did they come out?
Don't know.
Oh. Do you want to come with us? We're gonna go in there. Do you want to see what's in there?
Dangerous.
I know. Are you up for a challenge?
Looks back at Sinel. Looks at you. Go with Master?
Who's the master?
He's making it
So now
pretty plain
flicks
it's
out his
Sinel.
tongue. I will have to tell you more about my people at some point.
I'd love to hear it. And I'm going to very quietly whisper to the snake, nobody owns you. Nobody owns you, and nobody has to be your master. You're not a slave to anybody. You can
Meanwhile-
be your own person, be your own life.
Meanwhile,
In his mind, he's hearing, "You must do as the snake god's command.
No,
Listen to its favorite children."
I feel like such an asshole if you're using me as a conduit to get the snake to do your bidding. I'm gonna be really upset.
But Lotus doesn't know that.
No, Lotus doesn't fucking know.
Yep. So, that being said, do we have anything else? Because I will say... Go ahead.
I
No?
can't really think of anything else to ask it.
There's only so many more jokes Flanagan can make about
Rocky will stick around if you do want to bring it in.
Rocky, I don't want to possibly get killed.
it. Yeah,
but
I don't want to kill
definitely-
Rocky because I like Rocky.
But Rocky can stay with the card.
That's fine.
I'm not gonna bring Henry in. So
We can make
That
Rocky
is
and Henry
fair.
a little.
You
Rocky
need
better not-
somebody to
or
watch.
Even
Henry
though they're
better not
natural
eat monkeys.
predators.
Need somebody to mind
Yeah.
the horses.
right. So I'll tell Henry. I'll be like, this one,
So,
because I
something
can
to
still
note,
cast with Hannibal.
something to note, Henry is way too big for... Oh, no, you're talking the other way around. Yes.
Yeah,
Henry
we don't want
could
Henry
definitely...
to eat Rocky.
Right.
Definitely could.
Right. So, he probably. I'm gonna look at Henry and be like, buddy, don't eat this one. Maybe try to avoid snakes entirely. Shoot for bugs.
Kind of just looks
Well,
at you and goes,
I had rabbits.
no good.
And mice.
Tastes funny.
yeah, that's fair.
One of the things...
Gently letting Rocky get on the cart.
Milk
Good
snakes'
bird.
patterns
Don't eat
are
Snell's lever.
designed well. Nature has allowed milk snakes are taking advantage of the natural pattern of the corn snake. You ever heard red on black, friend of Jack, red on yellow, kill a fellow?
Mm-hmm.
They're mimicking a poisonous snake or a venomous snake, and so basically to tell people like hawks, hey, don't eat me, I might hurt you.
Got it.
But
Got
even so, that's why he's like, nope, tastes bad.
Okay. Will you guys be friends?
It's struggling to understand the concept of friendship with food.
Right. I guess it's kind of like how I love cows, but also I love a tasty steak. It doesn't mean I don't love cows. It just means that cows serve a purpose, but can also have a personality, which kind of makes me sad now that I say it out loud in real life.
Now
Awesome.
we've lost all of our vegan followers, but I'm
Yeah,
not
we
surprised. Anyway.
did. Sorry. I'm sorry to the cows. Anyway, you can be friends with food. But he's not food. This one's not. So it's not, you can be friends with it because it's not going to be food. So, yes. Yes?
He nods. Just does the head bob.
Right.
So
Trying to.
As we've been doing this, Maddie has slowly click clack marched up towards Flanagan, and the gem that is responsible for her flamethrower is beginning to spark and sputter.
Hey, look here, little robot thing. I got like my shield out. I have no qualms with you.
I set her on kill mode. You might want to keep moving.
Oh.
I can Flanagan just like hurry
Leans
something.
over towards Lotus and goes, I didn't. She's trying to scare him.
You're so fucking mean. So fucking mean. I'm just gonna like just shake my head and kind of snicker because it's kind of funny, but also I very much like Flanny, so I don't want him to ever see the snicker because that's mean. That's not nice.
Oh, I'm too far ahead. I'm just in front of everyone now.
And
Okay.
like,
I
whenever
can't look
there's
at
an
Snell if I'm
ice,
ahead of him.
there's like an isolated patch of grass, something where the fire won't spread. She will actually like act like she's trying to ignite Flanagan.
Oh my god, you call her back. He's gonna have a heart attack.
It's like when
After-
you introduce someone to your dog for the first time and pretend.
No,
they
he don't bite.
Yeah.
right.
Terrible. Are we
After
setting
all-
up camp? Go ahead.
After a
was
while,
gonna
he
say-
will recall her.
You are not going to be attacked over the night. Because come daylight, another group happens to
The
join
Dick
you.
Brigade is here, and there's a whole lot of burned patches of grass.
Oh, well, I will have set up my weather show, and Henry and I will have gone in.
All right, we are back again. This is not been our night for whatever reason when it comes to those
It's
kinds of
okay.
issues. But
It's okay.
that being said, so you set up your weather show.
Yes, and Henry and I are going in. And did Rocky come with me, or was he still under the compulsion to stay with Snell?
I thought you
For
guys
an
put him in
entire
the cart.
day. Yeah, I put him in the cart
Yeah.
so he could
Ooh,
like
we gotta
slither
go.
Rocky
around and do
has
sneak things.
I was gonna say Rocky has immediately found a nice, cool, dry place to sit, curled up,
Aw,
probably in a
suggestion.
sack somewhere.
Oh, sweet baby.
What's
I have
that?
to look up suggestion because it's not in the easy thing.
But snakes love dark spaces. Places
Mhm.
like that make them feel safe. So
Mhm.
he is in a good spot.
Okay.
But yep, it is the morning of the 30th. And you can see that banner held high as it crests the horizon, and their troop arrives on foot.
Oh. I'm gonna pop out of the shome. Is that, can I just cut? No, it doesn't matter.
That's fine.
Give a good stretch and look out and be like, oh, we have friends.
Sanel's eyes are still completely black as he looks over and he's like, stronger word than I would have used.
Yeah, like, depends on who you're talking about.
Sachiko is at the head of this, followed shortly by the rest, and let's see. At this point, actually,
On a scale of 1 to 10, how pissed does Sachiko look that we beat her here?
actually, she seems a little smug
Ooh.
because she's looking and goes, "Well, who spent all of this time out here, knowing full well they couldn't get in until tonight?"
Had to make sure it was
Yeah.
clear, knowing full well that your group wouldn't be able to handle the monsters if it wasn't.
Now,
Also-
let's behave.
Osgard flexes at that and goes,
Yeah,
"Oh, really? Well,
yeah. Flanagan with his 3-foot tall puffs his chest out. He's had enough of everyone being mean to him for the last few days.
Now. Snell steps forward, like, now, Flanagan. We're all friends here. We have similar goals.
Mm.
Yeah. Also,
Osgard
I
is
like
not
to
as
camp.
big as Gideon, but he is still 6'5". Continue.
Yeah.
In fact, and like he looks towards Sachiko, and for the briefest moment, there's like a insidious glint to his eyes. He's like, "You all look rather tired. You should take some time to rest. When the door opens."
Well, but it's not actually a problem. I mean, by my calculations, it's not going to open until.
Sachiko needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Hey, because
Are you casting?
it's an innate thing. It's an Martimai snake stuff, and it does not say they are aware that you did it if they succeed.
What are you using here?
Suggestion. If she fails, she has to follow my suggestion to the best of her ability.
For how long?
Up to 8 hours. So once the door opens, which is the condition, she will be like, "No, we're going to sit out here for 8 hours."
Oh my
It's
god.
probably not. It's probably not going to work because she's a
What's your
bard.
DC?
The DC is 15.
Especially since she gets advantage on this.
She will probably beat it, but it's worth a try.
Let's see.
I just want to bring her down a peg.
I can do it once a day for free. I might as well use it.
Okay, so here's the
Yeah.
first one.
Snell's my buddy. They're allowed to condescend me because I like them. I don't care for this woman.
I've got to see what the save is.
Please. It's not gonna work, but I hope it does, just so that I get one fuck you on this bitch.
Wouldn't that be fucking incredible?
And it's
Oh,
technically different than doing normal magic because it's innate magic. She might just be like, "Ugh, weird snake shit."
Okay, plus... Because I is currently on another spot. Okay, this is her first roll.
Okay.
I don't want to look.
All
It's
right,
low.
I get to roll 1d20 plus 4 for the advantage again.
You bitch!
Oh,
you!
man.
Jesus.
So you
Rowan,
see,
calm down.
you see a jewel on her chest begin to glow bright white as she kind of steps back and kind of shakes her head. But yeah, problem.
She
Everyone
has
else-
some kind of magical protection,
Well-
and they know it.
That was yes. That was why she got advantage. The fact that she failed, well, yeah. Well, let's just say Eris looks right at you, Sinel. Steps
Fuck.
in between the two of you and goes, "Are we really going to play that game? Leveling."
I don't know what you're talking about.
I wouldn't argue with her. The amulet there, it doesn't lie.
Lotus is gonna just pack up her weatherstone like she's not paying attention to any
One
of
these
this.
days, I will be allowed to use the spell.
Hey,
I don't know what you guys are talking
I'm going
about.
to be honest. If it were not for the fact that these are rich petty nobles And I kind
It's
of
fine.
I built her with this
It's
in mind.
fine.
But it was still
So
work,
it was
though.
successful, yes.
So she may still pressure them into doing it.
They're
Yes.
aware that she's under compulsion, though.
Right.
But
So
they'll have to
They're
fight
aware
with
she's
her.
under something.
But if they don't have a counterspell, they can't do anything about it.
They'll still have to like
No.
argue and
Could
fight
I-
with her.
Yeah, can I try to bullshit my way into what it was? How much can I
Hey,
try and
deception's a
basically...
skill for a reason.
I'm probably not good at it. No, in fact, I definitely am not going to be good at it because I have a -1 charisma score.
Which one?
You can still
Deception.
try and deceive your way out of this.
Well, when they say, "Are we really playing this?" Flanagan,
roll
not being a
it
magic
first.
user, does not understand what's going on, and he's just gonna say, "I don't want to play with you guys at all. You guys suck.
It was an 18 on my
Oh.
screen.
Oh.
Oh.
I just want you to go
Oh.
away."
Yeah, no. Eris looks at you and
That's
goes...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Eris looks... And that's probably when Benoit's like, it's not gonna... Eris looks and goes, you have two choices. You can remove whatever you've just done, and you can let us go first. Or...
I can't remove it.
If you're about to follow that up with a threat, I just want you to know I died a few days ago, and I could really give a fuck less what you have to say. And Flanagan looks really angry at this point, and now he's very protective of his homies. He's like, I don't like you guys, and you don't like us. So how about we just don't see each other until the moonlight? And whoever gets in first, gets in first.
What
Get to the handprints
exactly
quicker.
did you do? She says, looking at Sinel.
Suggestion.
We fixed her fucking attitude. You're welcome.
I suggest because I spoke a reasonable
Flanagan is
request.
breaking. I think at this point, Flanagan has gotten shit from every single member of his party and every member of her party
Hold on.
for the last 4 days straight.
Gideon hasn't
Right
given you
after
shit.
he died, by the way.
Gideon
is
hasn't
so-
given you shit. Matter of
Yeah,
fact,
Gideon's the shit.
the good
Gideon
one.
actually literally gave me something. Gideon is one of the only people that's in Flanagan's good graces right now. And Lotus, too. Lotus hasn't really done anything.
It's
Um,
literally just a now.
So Flanagan is just going off, and he's letting out all of his frustrations on these people at this point. And he is only 3 foot tall, but he is ripped to shit with a long sword and a glowing magic sentient shield.
Hold on.
So I don't know if that counts for anything, but he also has like a rabid-looking dog standing next to him in full armor who looks just as pissed as he does and is growling at these people as they come at him and his party with a threatening tone.
And and she would go, if you're in the right, then why would your group attack our party unprovoked?
I mean, honestly, it's just because your leader's a bitch. There's no other reason.
Be that as
She's
it
just
may,
such a bitch.
And I don't know
No.
what you're talking about with attacked. I see no bloodshed. I saw no swings thrown. I just saw her step back and finally shut her mouth like she should.
you
And I'm
are-
looking right at her the whole time.
Yeah, she's like, your ignorance will be your undoing.
Oh my god. Fuck off.
I suggest you
Fuck off.
at least attempt to understand what magic is before you end up getting killed.
Oh,
I
My
suggest
arrogance
you
will
attempt
be
to understand
yours.
what this sword does before you keep talking to me that way. And like he's grabbing his hilt at this point. He's getting
Gideon
really
is,
tested.
Flanagan?
Yep. I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
no,
hold on.
Gideon,
At this
will
point,
put-
narcissism's taking
Gideon.
over.
Yeah, Gideon's gonna put a hand once again over like your head and just kind of push you back a little as he steps forward, and just go, "If we fight now, then none of us are getting in there."
And
composing
Flanagan just
herself, Eris just kind of turns her head and looks at Ben and goes, Ben, do you have anything for this? Let me just, she says, looking through her backpack. Let's.
And Flanagan is
well,
smart enough to see that this is diffusing. And
Yep.
so at this point, he's just gonna walk away with his dog, and he's just cursing his fucking everybody. I just want to
I
get
will
this goddamn
point
thing
out. I
kill
will
some
point
shit,
out
and he just starts hacking
that
at a tree in the background.
for Sanel's sake, suggestion is technically concentration. So technically you could end it. I'm not saying you have to, but if you wanted to. But we'll see what Ben does.
Let's see here.
If it makes her waste something, that's
Right,
good.
exactly.
Yeah.
Which, as she's deciding, Gideon will also look to the rest of them and be like, "We can all go in together." And at the first branch, we split.
Let's see.
And then Gideon's being all nice, and meanwhile,
And,
Flanagan's just in the background hacking the fuck out of a tree.
He'll say, "We split, and you can pick which direction." Essentially, we're going to enter the place together, and then once we get to the first divide, that's when the parties will split up. If we meet again, cool. If not, whatever.
Let's see here.
Maybe I'll die. No, I really, actually, low-key, I want to save these guys so bad. I want them to almost die, and I want us to save
Right.
them so
Mhm.
bad.
Yeah.
That's all I get.
Yeah, for real.
I was so badly, I want to save these people because I just know it'll piss them off.
Refreshment. You know, I am going to have to tell Mira that out of everything she prepared for, this was not one of them.
Dispel
no!
magic. Dispel magic is really the only thing that can get rid of suggestion.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and
And
Ben kind of
artificers.
looks at her and goes, "Well, I can always put her to sleep and then just drag her inside." And Eris looks back at her and kind of goes, "I suppose it is not such a large setback that it cannot be overcome," she says, looking at Sinel.
At least you admit that she's dead weight.
In her current state, most likely. You and I are going to have problems, little snake.
Indeed.
No.
Little
No.
birdie.
Who are you talking to, exactly?
Eris. Isn't she the one that called him Little Snake?
And
Yeah.
she's the
She is
And she's an
the-
Azamar.
Yeah,
So she has. Doesn't she have wings?
she is, but she's also bigger than you.
I don't care. She's
Okay.
a bitch.
This is amazing. I love how our parties are just having these huge ego contests.
In
back
fact,
and
no, he
forth
wouldn't have
with each
called
other.
her Little Birdie. He would have called her Mother Goose.
Mother.
there you go.
That's a bit more insulting.
Yep, she looks and goes, "Well, at least at the end of the day, if my party's in trouble, I won't turn tail and run."
Pretty sure
Aw.
he won't. I'm pretty sure. Like, I feel like, and this is in character. I feel like you just don't really have a fair assessment of our group and Snell specifically. Yeah, he's a little snaky, but that's like his whole shtick. So you could be mad
are
about
on
it.
the
but
same
that's
spectrum of him, pointing at Flanagan. You don't.
And I'm hitting a tree still
Did they
right
teach
now.
you your manners in your little cloister or whatever godless pit you crawled out of? You could point me at a priest or a paladin, and I will show you a hypocrite.
Hypocrite. I think the only hypocrite here is you. What exactly have you told them about your family?
Everything they've asked of me.
Everything
I
they've
mean, we
asked.
don't really
Then they
ask
must
that
not be
much.
asking the right questions.
Or we could just
You,
not
my
really.
dear woman, are also of noble blood. You understand how the game works.
Get in!
Except House Eternal has nothing to hide. Has
Yes,
anyone
because House
asked...
Eternal is a blank slate as much as any other little house.
Oh, that's not quite so true, she says, turning to Lotus. Has this one told you why they are out alone searching for God knows what?
You know, this
Because
is
I
so great.
decided that I didn't want to deal with my family. My father is a
That's-
prick, my brothers are smaller pricks, and my mother is a useless whore.
I love that you feel like you need to share right now, and that's awesome that you're out and like moving away from your really toxic family. Also, what's that girl's name? Eris? Eris, you're
Eris.
like such a cunt for trying to out someone like this. Like that's his story and his life, and he should share it. And all you're trying to do is just undercut somebody because you didn't get your fucking way. And I'm real fucking sorry about it, but all you are is just a sad fucking bully. And also, you are very ruffled. Your feathers are very unhappy right now. And I want to help you fix them, but also, like, I don't really like your face right now. So why do you have to be, yeah, you know, you're just.
Benoit, set up camp. This one
There's
has
just a hand on your shoulder, Lotus.
Yeah. And
All
just
of these will be dead by morning, I'm sure. So
God, like you're so.
And if you go first, say hello to you. Can I tell what sect she's from? Like what god she follows?
oh, Terrell.
Yeah. Tell Terrell hello for us.
If you know anything of any religion except your own cult, you would know that Terrell is not who I will go to when I pass on.
Are you going to harass me?
Whoever, one or the other. Tell them keep a spot warm. Or whatever you feel is best.
No, I think I shall pray for mercy on your soul when you and your family pass.
Okay, that whole
And then
real
say a
fucking
prayer.
cocky-
And then, well, I suppose I shall enjoy a drink knowing that one less foul evil is cleared of Lotus.
Die as you live, witch, with unanswered prayers on your lips. And he
With-
turns and leaves.
With
my God.
honor. And yeah, no,
Okay,
at that
well,
she turns back. I was
I'm
gonna
gonna
say
call
Lotus.
out,
Yeah.
have the day you deserve, and just turn around and lay
I
in the
love how
fucking
everyone's like,
grass.
yeah, we did that to Sachiko because she's a bitch. How dare you get mad at us for doing that to Sachiko? Because she's a bitch. You see she's a bitch.
She's a bitch. She's the worst. And now Eris. Oh.
You
Oh,
come out
shit.
talk shit, get hit. She wants to
Yeah.
come in, and the first thing she wants to say to the party is some bullshit. She gets hit with magic spells. She'll learn manners, or she'll keep getting hit with magic spells.
All she said is, "Hey guys, it's not going to open till midnight. We have plenty of time to take a full rest." And
I
then go
didn't
in
do
at the
it to
same
her
time, you
because
guys.
she's a
Big
bitch. I
talk
did it to her
shit
because I
on
thought
us.
it would give us an advantage.
You know what
Oh,
she
no,
did
no, no.
because you did it. She
That's
had
what
a
I say.
tone.
I was gonna
She's
say,
a bully.
I am not criticizing Sinel. I'm criticizing everybody else.
Oh, Flanagan got passionate because he's been taking a lot of shit.
Let's see here.
And as much as him and Snell butt heads, Snell's his buddy, and they were threatening Snell, and he didn't like that.
I love
So
how
he went off.
You're projecting all of this anger at your own party onto the other party. I like that.
Yes.
That's exactly what this is for.
That is the way Snell works. I mean, not Snell works. I'm so sorry. That is the way Flanagan works.
What's the matter,
God.
Sinel?
I wish I
Flanagan-
hadn't done this. This was a fucking waste of time.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you know.
Nothing.
Well, we have enough time for a long rest, don't we?
No, that's not what I mean.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys are gonna have
It
a long rest,
happens.
and at the end,
I'm
of the
kind
day,
of glad you did it because now we've learned more about your character.
And we've learned more about them as well. Like, honestly, it was beneficial.
Yeah,
So it's okay.
apparently if you swap one bitch out in that group, they just replace it with another one. They've just got him on fucking
We kind of
layaway.
already, yeah, we kind of already knew that the other one was messy.
Also,
Just,
whether
you
you like it
know.
or not, Sachiko is out of the picture at least for the moment. So
Yeah.
For the moment. Well, yeah, they're gonna have to like knock her out and drag her around. Or just let her sit out there for 8 hours.
As she should. Think about
now,
her
how does
actions.
that work exactly if they do drag her inside? When she wakes up,
Well,
what happens?
so
That's hard to
suggestion-
say.
You
It's up to
suggest a
you.
course of action and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. Suggestion must be worded in such manner as the course of action sounds reasonable. On a failed save, it pursues the course of action you describe to the best of its ability.
And you specifically told it. What did you say?
Stay outside. Basically, stay outside and rest for 8 hours.
Gotcha.
Get your
So if they
strength back.
awake in the cave, I guess it's up to you to a DM on if you want to be like a rule, like if you want to be like a spell lawyer and be like, well, your wording says you have to go outside, and they started inside, so spell's now null and void. Or you could be like, well, spell says that you have to follow it to the best of your ability. You're inside, so now for the best of your ability, you have to try and get outside to rest outside.
How
Even
did
if
you
that
word
means
it again?
just pushing a door for 8 hours, trying
What
to
did-
make it open.
What did you tell her to do?
That they all look tired, and as friends, I suggested that she should stay outside and get some rest.
Door opens.
Okay, so
When the door opens, that was
Yeah.
also the there
And
to
then-
be a trigger phrase.
And then we as a party learned that an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind, but not before we got ripped to shreds by that smart little bird woman.
Just words, and as long as you don't give them any power, then they can't hurt you.
Yeah, I would never do that, Flanagan says with blisters on his hands and a fucked up tree
Oh.
behind him.
Oh shit. We've got
So-
time. I'm gonna fucking fix that and
That's
cast
fine.
healing word on your hands. We're just gonna
I'm not gonna let. Yeah, that's. You're all
don't do
good.
this anymore.
I'm gonna say I'm not going to throw any more obstacles in your guys' way.
Oh,
just
yeah,
the
no.
ones that you guys make for yourselves.
Yeah.
I'm teasing. I'm teasing Rowan.
Yeah, no.
It's fine.
It was
It's-
good. It was okay.
No, it's fine. I'm fine.
Hey,
Okay.
it's all in the name
So
of
night
RP.
falls.
Hey,
And the
wait.
goblins attack.
Before it does, if I turned into a snake, could I speak snake?
Yes. Why?
Yeah?
Cool. I, at some point, want to turn into a snake that looks exactly like Rocky. And I want to go and chit chat with Rocky and just be like, is this guy bothering you? Are you okay? I'm just kidding. We won't do that. We won't. It's okay. We don't have to-
Where did the bad man?
Blink twice if you're being held against your will.
I mean, but she wouldn't know that, so it doesn't matter. She wouldn't do it. Okay, nothing.
Okay.
Wow.
So night falls, and the clouds part to reveal a full moon. At this point, both of your groups, I'm sure, have taken care of camp, are ready to move in, do whatever comes next. And the door remains the same as it was. There's a long pause. And Eris and her group are probably set up a little ways behind you guys. And Eris, with a sleeping Sachiko on her shoulder, says, "Well, I suppose there's only one way to find out if this works or not," she says, nodding at the imprints of the hands on the door. "Considering we are down a person."
So Nell just goes up and puts a hand in one of the ones.
Me and Diogi walk up. She stands there, and I use her as a stepping stool so I can put my hand on the other one.
Oh fuck! What do we do about JR?
We
JR's
don't.
here.
We have enough people.
JR's.
Yeah,
No, I
JR's
mean, like,
here.
can he reach?
Yeah, I
Yes.
stand on like towards like the top of Diogi, towards her
Gideon-
neck, and he stands like on her hind, on her butt, and we both
No,
reach up for a hand.
Gideon already said that we're all going to enter together, so we just have some of their party press some of it and
That's
some of our
fair.
party.
Ugh.
So
I was just going to say, before everybody decided to Rube Goldberg this, JR can reach.
JR can't reach. Okay. He does a
But
little
also-
bunny hop and reaches it.
since we're
It's a
going
game
into-
about role playing. You gotta let me describe it, son.
You
How
were saying,
many
What else
Gideon?
does he have to
Difference
tell?
is there? How many
Daniel,
imprints
what were you
are on the
saying?
door? How many imprints are on the
5.
door? 5.
Was that what you were asking, Daniel?
No, I was just saying we have enough people between
Yeah.
both parties. So
Well,
Yeah.
But we also just have enough people with our own party if we
Yeah.
all touch a handle.
I
So,
mean,
but if we all have to press the handles and they're closer to the door, their whole party can go in
they're
instantly.
behind
If
you
we make,
guys.
I was like, because if we
The
make some of
hands
them
are
do
on
it.
the door.
Oh, on the door. Okay.
Oh, they're like on
Okay.
the gate, aren't they?
Yes.
put my hand in there.
Yeah.
And Gideon is the last one.
My hand doesn't fit.
Enter.
It's too big.
As your hand presses on the door, it feels as if you're being held immobile in place. The gem in the center of the door starts to glow a bright green, and the tree around it starts to flesh out as if it's suddenly turning from stone to bark and leaf. And then all of you feel as if you're being sucked into another dimension as you are whisked away.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's why. Okay.
Trust the DM.
Never.
Like I was telling, who was I telling earlier today? Don't trust me, the DM, but trust me, the person.
Wasn't it whoever it was? It was like, don't sleep.
And you find yourself here in this room. I think we are going to hold off for the rest of tonight. It's about 2:35.
Of course you are. God.
Unless you guys want to go a little bit longer.
No, I get it.
No.
Maybe if Tagarza.
Huh? Oh, we're vibing. I mean, I don't want to keep the party back.
Oh.
But also,
Well,
if we stop here, then Rooney can control his own dude when we get back here for the dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Can do that next week. Sorry I didn't get us as far along as I thought we would, but from here on out, it's all dungeon.
Okay.
Alrighty.
And it begins.
Yeah, we forced you into an RP day on accident.
Yeah, that was.
I
that
was thinking,
happened.
the first hour or so I'll take to clear things up at town, and then I'll get us right into the dungeon. No.
And then shit went
Hey,
sideways.
you made the other party too evil. It was too easy to want to argue with those people. Like I wanted to argue with those people for hours. Like
Well, to be fair, the only ones you guys have argued with are Sachiko and now Eris, because you
because
kind
they're
of
the
put her
only
on
two
the
that
spot.
suck. The other guys seem cool.
The one tries to looks at JR like he wants to eat him. He gives me
Yeah.
creeper vibes.
Yeah.
Aw, man.
Oh, I
He's
thought
just
that was
madly in
like
love
a-
with JR bit.
I'm just kidding.
Like he
I
has
didn't know
like a
that's
thing
what you
for
meant by
smaller
eat.
races.
Baby.
Let's start with some sign-ons. So let's start with Rowan.
Sorry, checking what my cat's doing.
No, you're good.
Hi ho, friendos. My name is Rowan, otherwise known as Nightheart. You caught me here today playing Snell, the snake man who does snake things. You can also catch me here tomorrow for New Amsterdam, blanked for a moment, where I play Cachette, who's going to do some gun running and running guns. Not this Friday, but next Friday, you can catch me running the Immortal War, where there's going to be some samurai nonsense going on. And Monday's done, so yeah, that's it for me.
I had to figure out what I'm gonna do on Mondays.
Alrighty. Moving right
Go to
along.
work.
I already said Rowan. Daniel.
Hola, what up? It's your boy Sassy McNasty69. Or the Pretty Prince on Twitch. You caught me playing Gideon. I think he's the only level-headed person in this group right now. But hey, I got to make a promise that we don't have to keep since we got to enter first and they can't really be there with us. So we get to pick wherever we want to go. So this is perfect. beyond that, you can catch me every other Friday in I almost said the Forever War. Close
That
enough.
was his original title.
Yeah.
The Immortal War.
The Immortal War. As oh my god. You kept forgetting my name and now I forgot it.
You're welcome.
Saru Masahira. As Masahira, the samurai who almost got one shot by an arrow, and then almost died to a really shitty sword. But then I cut the sword in half, threw the guy's head off to the ground. It was great. I'm a pacifist, I swear. You can also catch
Have
me.
these fists across your face.
Yeah, on Thursdays, because today is not Thursday. It is my Thursday, but it's a weird thing. In New Amsterdam, as right now, Omen, the vampire-esque world superstar, rock star, going around performing shows. And tonight you can catch him at Ice something?
9.
Ice 9. Tonight and tonight only. Bring a gas mask. Yeah, that's me right now.
Oh my god, you're gonna kill me and my
Alrighty,
girlfriend if we go to
Lotus.
this fucking show. Hi! Amy Gedden. I played Lotus. Lotus is a great name. It's too bad that the town is called Lotus. Anyway, and I'm really tired. I'm sorry. I ran out of steam about 5 minutes ago, and that sucks. I'm in Cyberpunk on Thursdays and the Immortal War every other Friday, and that's it. That's me. That's me.
Alrighty, and last but certainly not least, Garza.
You know what's up? I'm Garza, the real Garza. On Wednesdays, 11:30. Well, starting an hour early, 10:30 from now on. Catch me here as Flanagan. The just emotion. Flanagan is emotion right now and all the time. Actually, if you really think about it, he's just a child in a little man's body and with a
He's a
sword that he
child.
probably shouldn't use. And he makes childlike decisions, and we love him for it. I love him for it. Probably irritates some of you every once in a while. And then not this Friday, but next Friday and every other Friday, catch me playing as a samurai, Yawari Kichoki Coach. Yawari Kochiki. I'm a horrible diplomat in that game. If you want to see me be slimy in a different way. Yes. That's it. That's me.
Alrighty, and my name is Cyrus Smith, and today you caught me running over the horizon, where, this is not the session I thought I'd end up running, but I learned a lot today, and I think we'll take those lessons right on through with us into, the dungeon crawl. You can also catch me tomorrow playing, Lucky in Cyberpunk 2020. You can also find me not this weekend in After the Bomb, but the weekend after in Gloomfall. And yeah, man, without Firestrike, those sign-outs get shorter. With that being said, thank you for tuning in tonight. If you want to see reruns of all of our stuff, tune into our YouTube down below, where you can find our whole backlog. Well, most of our backlog from the past several years. If you're watching this on YouTube, in our backlog, you can always come and see us live on Twitch. We are going to be running, here pretty soon, most nights of the week. You can also find us on Twitter. And if you want to come and hang out, you can always find us on our Discord. All of that is down below. Just click the little icons. With that, let's get out of here on a R.I.P. Sachiko.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. What's her name?